Good evening.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. I'm Jake.
How's everybody going? How's everybody doing?
That's Joel.
How's everybody being?
Welcome to another stream of Jake and Joel are Magic.
Chat's not working on screen tonight. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are you doing?
Chat is broken. You know, I have seen YouTube has been like misreporting some views as well. So I'm thinking like YouTube might just be having a little bit of a hard time right now.
Got it. It would
Let's all give YouTube a little pat on the back. Like let's give YouTube a little bit of like a pick me up or something. YouTube's having a little bit of a hard time.
Is that right, chat? Did I flip him the right way? I need to not flip vertical. I need to flip horizontal. Right now, Jake, last week our guest was Travis Gafford filling in, and he faces the other direction.
Yeah.
And I'm a stickler for good balance. And
yeah,
so
I look weird to myself.
Right, yeah, you looked weird to me. I was looking at the shot and I was going, chat's wrong, I know, but what the hell is going on with our shot tonight? And it was because we were not facing. It's good tattooing. Have you ever seen Ink Master? The tattoo should face
this
in.
Looks so much better.
The tattoo should face inward, not outward.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just good tattooing. Chat, welcome to the stream. We're Jake and Joel are Magic. If you've never been here before.
Tattooing. Yeah.
We are Jake and Joel are Magic. We talk about Magic. The card game. I had to explain it to somebody, a citizen. What would you call it? A civilian? I had to explain what I do to a civilian the other day. And it's already hard enough to get past like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. Oh, really? Whoa, what? A lot of that. And it's fine. I like what I do. But then it's like, oh, nice. What do you make videos about?
See some people like, you good, Jake? Jake, how are you feeling? I'm all right.
It's a full on travesty. Y'all, you know what's a travesty is that
I liked having Travis on. I think Travis was great.
Travesty,
I
Travis
enjoyed
on.
that stream. That was a good time.
Yeah,
that was
big
a good time.
thanks
No,
for
just circling back to that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that stream.
Yeah,
I caught a good bit of it, even though I wasn't feeling very well that day. So yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I think I'm probably toward the tail end of whatever this is. I'm kind of crampy today. Like my back kind of hurts and stuff. But you know, I might have just slept poorly. But other than that, no, I think I've dodged the sickness.
37.
Or not dodged it. Outlasted it.
37 is the answer, chat. I knew some people were wondering. I think that I'm glad you're feeling better. I know that. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I'm feeling pretty good too, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We got Duskmourn.
Yeah.
That set is right here, right now.
Yeah.
Right here, right now. Like all of Magic. That could be. I want to see the next big announcement show. Have Mark Rosewater running out on stage to right here, right now, right here.
We've
right
got
now.
More to go over.
And he's like, 3 years of sets. Duskmourn is the latest in a long line of sets, and we're gonna go over some stuff about it tonight.
Yeah,
if there's any value.
How do you, before we dig into it, how are you feeling about this set?
Man, it's a weird one.
What's like
I have
your
a feeling I'm about to have to rip off and fire into the algo a video about how much I hate the decisions they've made for this set too. It's murders. We're bookended with, honestly, this year has just not been great to me. I really have a long video to make at the end of 2024 because murders, huge letdown. OTJ, personal, enormous letdown. Better
Murders,
set though,
we got a good land cycle.
Murders.
That's like what that set will be remembered for.
There's
a card called Vein Ripper, and there was a good land cycle.
One of my new favorite commanders. That's really all it. OTJ fell flat for me. MH3 kicked ass. Fallout was pretty sweet. In retrospect, I haven't enjoyed the cards as long as I thought I would. The vibe, I don't know what it is. It's weird. Like I said, I've got a lot of very conflicted thoughts about 2024. and MTG, but I am still here, obviously, ready for the next thing, ready for the ride. We're on it now. Our ride is their ride is our ride, and I'm here for it. Honestly, that's been one of the nice things, Jake, and I won't go too far off on this tangent. I just want to get your take on this since it's coming up in my mind while we're talking about this. Love for Magic the Gathering over the time that we've had a channel and we've covered it and obsessed over it and forced ourselves to obsess over it when we didn't want to obsess over it, and covered it and mainlined it into the vein, into the eyeballs constantly. Bored of it, tired of it, still find ways to love it. How do you experience that being with the game so long?
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because
you know, I think taking a break from it is like important, and it's hard to do that as a content creator,
for sure,
because you don't want the game to get stale,
right?
Which is obvious, or else then how are you going to be passionate about the stuff that you do?
Right, and it's tough because we have to obsess over pretty much every little detail, to cover the stuff.
Playing it versus making videos for it, I think like that's so crucial.
Playing it really keeps the game alive for me. I feel like the waves that we get into when we don't get a lot of games in, or speaking for me personally, if I go into some kind of, you know, window where we've just been making videos, and I love to make videos, don't get me wrong, but if it's just that and I'm not playing and I'm just cranking out opinions and stuff, it's I can feel that it starts to drag. But man, I'm just telling you, I've really like gotten way into it, man. I just filmed a video that's coming out soon, and it really sort of like accessed a different part of the game for me. And I have to be annoyingly vague about it right now, but y'all will see it all very soon. But that part of the game for me is like very interesting. We'll talk about that more in the future. Anyway,
I think the gathering is an important part of it too.
Huge.
Just
that
having people
playing,
to
I think,
play
kind
with.
of mean the same thing to me a little bit.
Of course, like having people to play with. I do think that there's something magical about in-person MTG.
Oh my god.
Where and you know, for me, I like to have like a drink or something if I'm relaxing on the weekend. I don't typically like drink by myself. I'm not like, all right, I'm gonna play some Rocket League and throw back a 6-pack tonight. But if I am out or playing Magic, I do like to sometimes have a beer, and so that's like a moment to kind of like chill and socialize as well. You know, we have this local bar that we play at sometimes, and all of their drinks are like nerdy drinks, and so being able to combine Magic with like that kind of atmosphere, like kind of like a quiet bar, like if that even makes sense. You just have a bunch of people there that are all playing like someone's over here doing Catan, and then someone might right here might be doing, you know, Cards Against Humanity, and then you have Magic players and all these other different nerdums going on. I think like that part for me really keeps the game alive and on fire, because then you have an opportunity to hang out with people, and you're also able to show off your deck, maybe something new that you're building, or like the new set. I think when the game gets stale for me is when it's like maybe just hardcore focused on, you know, covering whatever the next thing is. I think sometimes it's good to take a break from that, and then
I feel that.
And then other games as well, you know, like play a game with some friends or something.
I don't think it ever dips down below a certain level for us, or we wouldn't have been in the game this long. We wouldn't have been covering it this long and stayed in it this long. We would have moved on to something else or just quit. And so it definitely doesn't go like below a certain threshold. Just always curious how you keep it fresh, where you're at with it right now, if it drags. I feel like Duskmourn is dragging on me a little bit. That could also be just like my personal, you know, like where I'm at in the year, where I'm at with my life. It could be a ton of different things, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, to answer your original question, how are you feeling with Duskmourn?
Duskmourn.
I'm kind of hiffy-haffy on it. It's weird. I wish that they had chosen one of the two directions that they chose, but they chose both, and it feels weird. You've got some of the coolest looking, horrifying art, monsters, locale, like places, things, but then it's like, Gadzooks! A dog not named Scooby for licensed reasons, and I know the Scooby dog was earlier, it's a bad example, but it's they've also mashed in references where I think that it could have been like let's let these arise a little more naturally. Let's hint at some of this stuff instead of it just being like bonk. And
I see. Okay.
Let's maybe like
Duskmourn is too many memes. Is that kind of like the vibe?
It's a little too goofy, man. It is. It's a little too goofy, and I think that a little goofy is okay. I mean, I was Chucky. There's horror movies like that. Chucky, Hellraiser, Leprechaun, any of those that are famous horror movies, but have a sense of goof to them, and that's sort of the thing. That's part of it. And so you could have had that and achieved it. I mean, I saw one of them that was like Sid's toy from Toy Story or something. That card was pretty dope. But like that reference is
card for M Scare. It's a great card.
That's a pretty light reference, right? It's not
sure.
Mid's toy. Oh, I hope he doesn't take it to the backyard in the flavor text, right? It's like a light little look. Here's a little reference. Nice.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Here's a little thing. And I think that a lot of it to me comes down to the, and I hate to criticize an art director, man, because it wasn't just them, but I personally didn't like the choice of how they've designed the sort of like human half element. They really wanted it to be like 80s Stranger Things, and I feel like it sucks for them if you want to make some media like this, but like the 80s thing has just been slammed and beaten and beaten and beaten. And beaten.
I mean, that's fair.
So not only does it look goofy,
just
it's
exists
just
now.
right.
Within
Always.
2024. The 80s just always exist.
Exactly. It's like that song from Portlandia, "The dream of the 90s is alive in Portland. The dream of the 80s is alive everywhere because they won't leave us alone."
Yeah. I mean, modern times right now is just kind of like an amalgam of 80s, 90s, and early 2000s.
That's it.
And
it's all references,
2000s.
man. I mean, dude, I could tangent on this forever. I've been obsessed with Linkin Park my entire life. Recently, strangely, it's kind of resurged. And then like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they resurfaced. And I'm just like, couldn't we have just named it something else? I would have listened. You could have been like, look, Mike Shinoda's got a new band. I would have been like, cool, I want to hear it. But if he's like, oh, look, they're resurrecting some shit that maybe should just stay dead. I'm like, okay, well, I hope they make money and enjoy it.
Well, that's the key now is like the people will only get behind something if they think that they can make money from it. So it's like, no. Why would you make a new band when you've got Linkin Park in the back pocket?
That's always been the case, man.
Yeah,
I think that's always been the case.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I feel like because there's such an influx and so many new ideas constantly, they have to cherry pick the ones, and more often than not, it's just going to fall back on the thing that already has been established. They're like, no, we can work with this. Yeah, it's called Linkin Park. Right. We're gonna just. I didn't even know that they resurfaced.
The first one was called
good for them. I hope they
Beetlejuice.
make money.
Yeah, they got a controversial lead singer of another band to be their lead singer, and it's hard for me to hear anybody but Chester sing the OG songs. I'm really going into Linkin Park now, but the new singer, she rocks. I just didn't like hearing her sing the old songs, but their new song I think is dope. She's got a lot of like Scientology baggage and shit to her though, so we'll see how it all falls out. Welcome to our Magic the Gathering stream. We start off around here with games that have to do with Magic the Gathering and not popular bands that are resurfacing.
MTG games.
One of the games that we play is called Moxel, courtesy of our sponsor Mox Field. This game, oh my god, you're flipped on this screen too. Everyone just calm down. Hey, look, chat's back.
Nice.
I do
missed
have to
chat.
Hang on, I
Now
got.
we could talk to chat.
Okay, Jake is now flipped. Chat, don't work out. We need a 5-letter word. Chat, a 5-letter MTG word. That's what we're playing tonight. It's called Moxel. It's like Wordle, except it's magic words. We're gonna put in 5-letter words. We're gonna try and get the right letters. If it's yellow, it's the right letter, wrong place. If it's pink, it's the right letter, right place. I like weed-based TCG. Nice, dude. Sick.
I'm gonna look through a stack of cards, and the very first thing that has 5 letters we're gonna use. You ready? Dovin. We're starting with Dovin.
Oh, Dovin. I like that. We're gonna start with a name.
We're starting with a name.
It is none of those letters.
None of those letters.
Not a single one. Lillian, I do not.
Let's do haste.
Lillian, I don't know what that is, but I'm curious. Please tell me what that is. All right, we got a T and an H.
Man, we have really eliminated some stuff all the way.
A, E, I, and O are off the table, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do. Oh, is that a thing? No.
Confassa? TH? No, that doesn't fit either. No, Thrall needs 2 L's.
Yeah. Oh, and Throne is... No, Throne is... N is gone. And it's 2 N's, I think. Travis last week stole your line. Or borrowed your line. He was like...
What was it?
I feel like I have to say this. This might be a name, Joel.
Yes.
A is off the table. For a second, I was like... Wrath of God, but that won't work.
I feel like there's gonna be a
Hey baby, you want a thuck? Come over here and thuck me.
T. Let's start it with a T.
You got it, dude.
This is gonna end up being a name.
I'm feeling.
It's gonna be a name.
I come over and
me. No O, no E, no I,
no A.
No A.
Yeah, dude, it's only U and Y. So it's gonna be like Thuy.
Yeah, it's gonna be something weird.
Damn. Thui's not a word. Foiled by not a word again. Yeah, all right. You three.
I mean, we can't even make a freaking word out of these letters.
Y-O-U-T-H.
Oh, I love you. That
we
was
got
good.
a Y. Oops, we already knew
right.
O wasn't in there. Oopsie. And we didn't learn where T was. Damn it, Joel. Awful. Bad.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but you know what? You got us a little bit of information.
Taya?
T-H-Y. Just do time. T-H-Y-M-E. Is that a name? Okay. T-H.
What?
It's 100% a name. I'll delete the channel if it's not a name. So it's T-H something Y something.
There's no vowels.
Right. It's these people over on Moxfield. God bless our sponsor, Moxfield. But like,
you're making us look stupid.
What are they doing over there?
You're making us
that people want to just guess names all the time. Give me a regular word. And we can't look at chat. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's T-H-J. T-H-W. Could it be T-H-W-Y?
R-S-T-L-N-E. So of that, we have R and L left.
It's a fucking commander. Some legendary creature.
It's giving Phyrexian. It's giving a Phyrexian name.
T-H...
Thigh?
It can't be, the Y can't be there.
Oh, yeah, I know.
T-H-B-B-Y. T-H-C-C-Y. T-H...
Thwah?
Can it be T-H-T? T-H-H?
Titty?
What a stupid name. Whatever this name is freaking stupid. Ugh.
Is this a thing?
What in the hell?
Is Skitherix?
Yeah, try it.
This is like the end of Skitherix.
Just try it.
Oh, hey! What is Thrix?
Look it up.
What is Thrix?
Unreal.
It's not a word. Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Unreal.
Oh my god, it's this thing.
Hold on, let me see it. I'm pulling up the stream.
You're making us look stupid. That's right, Change Man. Thrix.
All right. All right. Not impressed, but very impressed by you. Happy you got it.
I typed in random letters. I thought Skitherix.
That was quite the YOLO, dude. That was the YOLO.
We have Spellify to go.
All right. It's time to figure this one out. We got
can't be countered.
Creature. It has flying. I'm guessing.
That's so funny. I don't know how many times you've been here, Huckleberry, but God bless you.
What did Huckleberry say?
Giving us way more credit than we need.
Okay, nice.
We got a blue creature here.
Yeah, it's a
flying creature.
I think it is flying, yeah. Down to start with an F. Okay. If
this is the if you're to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Draw a card.
Okay, yeah, draw a card.
Draw a card. Flying.
Creature type D. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's giving me some trouble. Creature type D. 6 letters.
Okay. Oh. D-E-R-V. No, not Dervish. What is that? Devil or like Draw a card.
Yeah, it's something like sacrifice it.
Fuck. C-A-S-A-C-R. No.
No, it isn't. It isn't sacrifice.
It's not.
It's
D-I-S-C-A-R. Nope. It's not discard.
Is it tap something?
All right. Now we have a lot of R's to contend with.
Tap 2 untapped. Tap 2. No, the bottom thing. Tap
2.
Tap 2 untapped.
U-N-T-A-P-P-E-D. Yes, dude.
Artifacts you control. Draw a card. Tap 2 untap artifacts you control. Draw a card.
Yes. Okay. I don't know what creature does that.
Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control.
Yes, I do. I know the answer.
Do it.
Damn it! Did I not?
Glimmer Dragon.
That's what I typed, right?
You did, yeah.
Damn.
Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Draw a card.
It's the hexproof one. This one says if
excuse me.
Dragon has hexproof. CONTROL. Control 4 or more artifacts. This thing, dragon. Damn it, not Glimmer. What is it?
Shimmer.
Shimmer dragon?
Let's try that. Shimmer?
That doesn't look right. We're gonna try it though. Come on. Yeah, baby.
Shimmer Dragon.
I'm having a real Berenstain Bears right now moment.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
that
sure
was called Glimmer.
This has been called Glimmer Dragon forever. But
Yeah.
when they fired the Hadron Collider during the eclipse earlier this year,
Yeah.
Some
things got kind of screwy.
Yeah, our universe just tilted a little bit, and this got changed to being called Shimmer Dragon. I'm pretty sure this is called Glimmer Dragon. Oh,
That would make more sense. But, you know, whatever. We got it.
It wouldn't make more dollars. We got it. Glimmer Dragon.
Holy
it's not.
cow, we
Shimmer.
made it through
The Glimmer Man. Thank you, Kirk.
segment.
Thank you, Kirk. I don't think it was changed to Mephistopheles, Kirk and all, but thank you. See, there's proof that we don't watch chat. We didn't guess change to Mephistopheles. Joel is really bad at faking.
What'd you do?
I went and got trivia. Last one, chat. If you want to participate in trivia tonight,
let me
play it at triviamaker.com. 182559 is your code.
182559.
Jank, are you around? I believe no. Jank, are you hosting tonight? Would you like to, my friend?
182559.
Take some Ozempic, call it a slimmer dragon. Got him. Thank you, TFTD. I appreciate that, alley.
That was good. That was good.
I gotta pull up trivia. Cactus Evergreen is in.
What shall my name be tonight, Clarice?
Jake, I saw in chat you got that Warhammer game.
Yeah, I got Warhammer, the Space Marine 2. It's all right. It's very hard. I'll say that.
Nice.
It's very hard.
Nice. I'll probably play that with you, man. If I end up playing it enough, I'll split that cost with you.
You should try it. Yeah. Don't we still home share or whatever?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
that's
you
what I was
can play
saying.
it.
If I was interested in playing it, and I was already going to talk to you about it, so if you went ahead and grabbed it.
Nice. Yeah, it's got a 6-person multiplayer, by the way, and Jack and Rory are playing it as well. I played with them last night.
Oh, yeah. I had talked to Rory about that game.
Oh, you just went with your name, straight up.
It auto-filled it, so whatever.
It auto-filled your name. Okay. All right.
Oh, no, it did. Now it kicked me out. Hang on.
Only 2.
There we go.
559.
Now I'm in 2. So Joel Mosley's not going to have anything. Joel Bozo's definitely going to.
Oh, wow. Look at our trivia.
All right, we're up to 22 players.
Picture. All right, hold on one second. Don't start it yet. I'm almost
you like
in.
that. You like that? I figured for these, I'm just going to start going to Facebook and flipping all the way back to our oldest photos and using those as our background pictures for this.
Okay.
Try Commander Codex. It's Wordle, but with popular commanders. Okay. We'll give it a shotski. We got 28 in. Anybody else joining?
Oh, Jank says I'm in Mod Lounge.
Oh, beautiful.
Do we need to jump
Jank,
over
can you
there
hear
then?
us?
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Jank.
Boys, what's up?
Hello.
Hello. What's
Everybody
up?
crowns in chat and claps in chat for Jank, mod on the channel, and creator of trivia tonight.
Hell yeah. Jake, welcome back, man.
What's up, man?
All right.
Glad to see you're up and around.
I'm going to give you 30 more
I'm
seconds.
making it. Surviving.
30 more seconds to join.
How are you doing, sir?
We're playing trivia, Isaiah. Pull out your phone.
Had a lot of fun creating our trivia quiz this week.
Pull out your phone, go to play.triviamaker.com. It's a lot like Jackbox if you've played Jackbox before. Yes, easily swayed. Absolutely, attaboy Jank. Let's get some claps in chat for Jankus.
Wow, how many people we have? 32? This is amazing.
Trivia's been growing, bro. Trivia's a hit. Trivia's a hit.
Everybody, we need to get to 69 likes to queue trivia. So if you're in trivia and you haven't hit like, make sure to get in here.
Oh yeah.
I want to get to 69 likes. We're at 30 right now. We can do it.
Matt, you got a shiny Pokemon card? Nice, dude. That's pretty sick. I made a pretty cool purchase today. I'm going to share with everybody after this.
What did you, Matt, what shiny Pokemon did you get?
I've been watching this Pokemon TCG YouTuber, Deep Pocket Monster, for inspiration for a video that I wanted to make. And I've been watching a lot of his content, and it's kind of made me interested in Pokemon TCG. From the collecting aspect, which is like mainly what people focus on in that for that game, is the collecting and grading of it, you know.
I'm such a hater of Pokemon TCG. Like, I don't know what it
the
is.
Game or the
because
cards?
I have the cards.
The cards. It's wild, man. It's wild. We complain about variants around here. You have no fucking clue. You have no
I know that there are like tons of, like, you'll get to the end of a pack and it looks like a collector pack of Magic. Everything's shiny, and then
right.
But the issue is that in each set there's like one chase card that matters, and that card is extremely expensive.
Exactly.
Everything else is not.
No, Nico, I haven't. Send me a link.
Yeah, so that's what I don't like about it. And I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, in our game, for example, it's like, sure, the you know, pulling whatever the rarest Duskmourn variant, raised foil or whatever it is cool. But if you're pulling, like, you know, for example, if it's a master set and you pull a Smothering Tithe, you know that that's an extremely good card that you can use in a deck.
Right.
And so because of application, cards are expensive. It's like...
And it'd be cool if somebody figured out Commander for Pokemon. 4-person Commander Pokemon fights. That'd be kind of tight. Probably, probably exists. All right, we're going to start this pretty soon. Y'all jump in if you are.
That sounds like a fun video. You and I turn Pokemon into commanders and then play them using Magic cards. Yeah.
Convert as many Pokemon cards as we can into, just be like, we made this mana cost 2.
Yeah. We turned Pokemon into Magic.
I like that idea. All right,
because
we're going.
Pokemon are cute.
Jankus.
We didn't get to 69 likes, but we'll try harder next time.
Everybody click that like button. We're at 48. Let's get to 69.
We tried hard, chat. We almost got there. You guys almost did it.
Oh, nice. Oh, Nico, if it's one of those guys that give away a lot of cards at events, I might have. So since I've been watching a lot of DPM, I've been served a lot of shorts from other sports cards channels and TCG channels, because I guess the algo was like, anything, not just Magic. I got you, buddy. So I might have seen them. I've seen some cool guys that interact with younger fans really cool ways at shows. Like, they'll come up and be like, oh man, my favorite Pokemon is this, I'm looking for this thing. And he'll be like, oh, it's like $200. And they're like, okay, never mind, I'm a little short on it. He'll be like, here, you know what, just have it. And he'll just give it to him. And it's super tight. See somebody giving away expensive cards like that. All right, here we go. We're starting. Jank, set us up, buddy.
It's just wholesome.
All right, boys. So we have the same. Jake, you weren't here last week. I don't know how much you were paying attention to trivia, but we have 10 questions. Each one is broken down with its own category. So we have the same 10 categories in the same order we had it last week. And just for you, the first category is lore. Because I know how into the MTG lore you stay up to date.
I am.
So the first question is, which of the following was not a character who first entrapped the Eldrazi Titans in Zendikar?
Okay, so you're asking...
Which one of these characters that comes up was not involved in trapping the Eldrazi Titans the first time in Zendikar?
Got it. Okay.
All right, everybody. How quickly you answer does matter, just FYI. If you answer faster and it's correct, you get more points.
And if you know the answer, please don't put it in chat. Play the game.
Yeah.
Log on with everybody.
Yeah, I'm banishing chat. I'm banishing chat.
All right. Is it Ugin, Sorin, Nahiri, or Tamio?
Oh, it was...
Which one was not involved?
I hard guessed.
It's this. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure about this. I'm pretty sure about this.
You could almost, well, I guess it's hard to say that you could take other parts of the lore to narrow it down, but it's Tamio.
I knew it.
Tamio put, what's her name, in Evercruel in the moon, but it was Ugin, Sorin, and Nahiri who bound her to the not the shards, but what are they? The what are they called? The hedrons. Thank
The
you.
hedrons, yeah.
The hedrons, yes.
Had
And
some
that's why
people.
Nahiri hates Soren so much.
We had 5
All
quick
right,
draw
looks like
McGraws.
everybody did relatively well on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next category is cards. This one is going to be about specific cards. So what kind of counters are used on everybody's favorite, the One Ring?
Got it.
The One Ring, when you use it, it accumulates a type of counter. Is it charge counter, burden counter, lore counters, or temptation counters?
Knew this one.
Can we get a community jump in here? Oh, no, we won't, because it kicked my original account out and I had to rejoin. So we're always going to go to time on these because for some reason JM is left in here. It is what it is.
No. Take that, JM.
God Hunter Octopus said, I think there's a singleton Pokemon format. Burden
It's burden
counters.
counters. I'm pretty sure enough of us have run into the One Ring at some point or another.
Oh, some point or another.
Oh, look at Joel Bose there jumping to the
Edging
top.
it out, baby.
All right, category 3 is rules. Which of the following words does not indicate that an ability is a triggered ability?
I'm going to
There are
give
three
everybody a chance
words.
to think.
There are 3 words that if you see it in an ability, it will tell you that it is a triggered ability. One of these is not one of those 3 words.
Here we
Got
go.
it.
Is it when, instead, at, or whenever? 3 of these indicate a triggered ability. 1 of them does not.
Ooh. This is me getting into, do I know the rules? I
Come
know,
on, don't
I
overthink
absolutely
this.
know
Don't
2 of
overthink
these.
this. Don't overthink this.
Yeah.
Don't overthink this.
Yeah, it's
This is the exact kind of question that you overthink and you mess
Yep.
up.
and you talk yourself into the wrong answer. It
Exactly.
is instead. If you see if something has the word instead in it, it is a replacement effect and not a triggered ability.
At was throwing me off because I was like, when is? I was trying to think of cards that used at, and then I was like, no, at is in with.
That's
when
like
on it.
at the beginning of your up.
Exactly.
at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the end of your turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. The next category is history. Which MTG set was the first to contain the Planeswalker card type?
Yep. Okay.
Where did Planeswalkers first
Sid,
show
what's up? Good classic MTG trivia question here.
Was it Lorwyn, Planar Chaos, Guild Pack, or Zendikar?
Nice classic MTG trivia question. Love it.
It was harder to pick set names than you
good
probably
one.
would guess.
This is
I
good,
wanted them
solid.
to sound like they were Planeswalker-y, but it was Lorwyn.
Thorwin.
All right, before we go to the next question, bonus point for each one of the 5 Planeswalkers in this set that you guys can name.
Take it away, Jake. Thorwin 5.
Okay. It was Garuk,
Yup.
Chandra,
Yup. Black
Liliana.
was. Yep.
Yep,
White
So one
was
more.
a Johnny,
it was. Very
and
good.
then Jace Bellerin.
Booyah.
Yep. Very
The
good,
Johnny
Jake. 5 for 5.
I thought the Ajani would be the one to throw you off because Gideon
Yep,
would
the
have
Johnny
been.
always trips people up.
Strong
Everybody wants
choice.
to say redacted, right?
Oh yeah. No, Gideon was not there. I do remember it was a Johnny.
Nope, not yet.
All right.
All right, the next category is near and dear to Jake and Joel. It is media. What are the names of the 2 primary hosts of the Command Zone? They have lots of people who fill in, but the main 2 guys are who?
Okay.
Jake and Joel. Jake and Joe.
I hope that we're on there. I'll go ahead and pick it.
Is it Jakey and Joe, Jake and Josh, Jimmy and Joel, or Jimmy and Josh?
I like this. This is like question 1 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Right.
Yeah, Jakey and Joe, Jake and Josh,
Is it
Jimmy
like,
and Joel.
okay, which one of these is a drink? Is it pee pee? Is it poo poo? Is it papa? Or is it water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured this was a good novelty question. And I had to get Jakey Joe in there. So
I love
it's funny
it.
that you said Jakey Joe right before it
You know
popped
where
up.
it
I was
goes.
like,
Jakey Joe, you hosting
it's
Command
Jimmy and Josh.
Zone
Everybody
again.
knows Jimmy and Josh.
Let's go, baby. Cactus
Everybody in
Evergreen.
the MTG communities, if you have a stream, you're required to start your name with a J. All right. Oh, did I send you the picture for this one, Joel?
Negative.
Okay. MTG Art, the displayed art piece by Alan Rabinowitz is from what? Mirage Enchantment, which is a long-lost competitive combo piece. And I'm going to send it to you.
Everybody
right now.
imagine a piece of art.
I'm going to send it real quick. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
All
that's
good.
fine.
All good. All good ski. More time for
I
everybody
knew
to
there was
start
something I forgot. Right.
Googling.
All right. I just sent it to, I just DM'd it to you in Discord. Sorry about that, everybody.
Okay.
The displayed art piece is from what Mirage Enchantment? A long lost competitive combo piece. What is this the art of?
Okay.
This is like one of the OG combos in competitive Magic. Is it A, Squandered Resources? Is it Natural Balance, Cadaverous Bloom, or Food Chain?
I know which one it is not.
Yeah, I know two that I'm 100% sure it's not.
All of these are important combo pieces in various...
I'm going with context clues.
Two of these are actually part of the same combo.
The answer is Cadaverous Bloom.
Cadaverous Bloom, yep.
I went because that looks like a cadaver and those are flowers.
Yep, Cadaverous Bloom and Squandered Resources and Natural Balance used to all just absolutely wreck Standard back in the day.
And yeah, it's like Cadaverous Bloom as well as one of these cards where it like that sounds like a card too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean all of those were
back in the
cards.
day.
So, but yeah.
All right, next category is MTG Culture. Which of the following MTG player archetypes is most likely to kill you with a convoluted set of combo pieces?
This is going to be the one to trip
Oh.
me up, dude. I've always been awful at these archetypes. For some reason, they just do not lock in my head.
So there are three main archetypes.
Right. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Which one of them loves to go for the crazy combo kills?
Okay.
And they all have a him/her name, so it might look a little different than you're familiar with. Is it Johnny, Jenny, Spike, Bobby, Betty, or Timmy, Tammy?
Ugh. I'm a little
Three of
bit
these
in,
all have uncards.
little bit of a guess here for me.
If you're familiar with the uncards, you're probably going to know
I
which
need
one goes what.
flashcards of these. I need flashcards of these so that I can get them to stick in my head. We've had this channel for a long time and I still don't. Hey, I guessed right.
Hey, good job. It's Johnny.
Timmy's like big
Johnny is
stompy
the combo
dinosaurs,
player.
right?
Timmy loves his big stompy creatures, and
Spike wants to win.
Yeah, Spike just
Win at
wants
all
whatever
costs.
is the best. Bobby, Betty don't exist.
Huh. You are right about that in more than one way, buddy. Cactus pulling ahead. Jake,
Cactus
are you
is pulling
Rafik?
ahead. I'm Rafik of the many, yeah.
Just Edge and Joel out.
Oh, my tail.
We're close.
All right. Current events. The Duskmourn Nightmare Bundle, releasing in mid-October, has packaging designed to look like what item?
You made both me and Jake haven't been covering this set enough. You made us both panic a little bit that we weren't going to know the answer.
What is the box designed to look like?
Yeah.
Is it a haunted house, a television, a lantern, or a coffin?
There was one word on here that I'm so happy you didn't put on it because it would have like seriously broke my brain for a second.
All right, you're gonna have to tell me afterwards.
I don't think there's an E at the end of Duskmourn, by the way.
Oh, is there not? My bad.
Bro, I've had such a
It
hard
feels like
time
there is.
spelling
It
it. I
definitely
know.
feels like it.
I know.
Duskmourn sounds like an area in WoW.
It does. It feels like a
Yeah, if you had put radio on there, Jank, I would have been stuck between radio and television.
Almost put radio, dude. That was literally the last one I put on there instead of haunted house.
That's what I was
I
trying
almost
to
put radio.
remember. I was like, is it a radio or is it a freaking...
Joel has stolen his #1 spot back.
chasing
Nice.
it. Chasing it.
All right. Category 9 is Universes Beyond. In the Doctor Who set, there is a mechanic that allows certain legendary creatures to be your second commander with the Doctor.
Oh.
What is the name of this mechanic?
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. You're going to make us look bad on this one. We didn't cover this set, really.
Is it Doctor's Partner, Doctor's Companion, Doctor's Nurse, or Doctor's Assistant?
Oh, I think I know this because of the show.
There you go. If you know this, if you're familiar with the show, this is going to be an easy slam dunk.
Damn it. I'm between two and I picked one.
Oh, no. No. Oh
That's not
no,
a good-
Jake!
Did you
That's not
misclick?
good.
No!
I think I was wrong on
Oh,
it.
yes!
Yeah, it was,
Doctor's Companion.
it was companion.
Oh no! What did you pick?
For some reason, I picked assistant.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was like, wait, it's literally called the Doctor's Companion. Damn.
Yep. He's got all his companions throughout history.
Yeah.
I was between that and partner.
All right. Final question, potluck. How many lands are currently printed with the gate subtype?
Now here, this is a Spectre question.
Seriously. Yeah, dude. You definitely channeled Spec on this one.
All right, here we
Oh
go.
yeah, this one came right out of Scryfall.
Oh,
How many
Jesus.
lands are currently printed with the gate subtype?
Absolute
23,
guess.
Yeah.
16,
Oh, bro, this is full.
27.
Close my
or
eyes,
20.
throw a dart.
Yeah. I'm like, I know that it isn't one of these, just
Who's
because.
been building their gate decks recently?
Who built their nine fingers keen deck?
I just played against one of those like 2 weeks ago.
Hands up!
Do
Hands
they
up!
have them all? I imagine they would, right?
No, it's
All
not
the ones that can go on the deck.
yes!
It's 23. There
yeah.
are 23 lands with the gate subtype.
Cactus Evergreen
Cactus
by
Evergreen.
2 points? Are you kidding?
Wow.
Well done, Cactus
He-
Evergreen.
I mean, he beat you by a pixel.
Wow.
Well done. Good
Wow.
That's
game.
impressive. I think 909 might be the highest score we've had yet.
Kirknall made it in there in 3rd place. Shout out to
Even
Kirknall.
some of the other
Corey
games
G.
that had more than 10
exact
questions, I don't
change.
think anybody's got up to 900 yet.
Yeah,
In
that
our
was
top
good, man.
5.
Thank you, Jank.
Cactus,
Good game, boys.
Cactus, if you want some Dragon
GGs.
Shields, message me on Discord. I'll send you some options. Thanks for playing. Congrats. Thanks for playing, everybody. Jank, thank you for creating it, as always, buddy.
Absolutely. I had a great time. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Claps in
Thank you,
chat and crowns in chat for Jank the King.
Yeah, that
Have a
was
good
some
stream,
really...
boys. Chat.
That was a good time.
Meet you back in the block.
Oh,
All right, talk to you soon.
what was that game? What was that game? Codex? I want to see if this comes up really fast. Commander Codex?
And then we might as well just do our sponsor.
Yeah,
Our
we'll go ahead and do our
sponsors?
sponsors so we can do segments the rest of the way. Oh, hang on. This is... Guess the commander in 6 tries. Each guess must be a commander from the top 500. After each guess, the color of the tiles will change to show how close your guess was to the commander. In general, green designates the property as an exact match. Yellow indicates partial. Arrows indicate the property is above or below your guess. This one might be a little too complicated to pick up right this second. I bet it plays...
We could plan for it next week if you want.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, here, guess a commander. I think we just guess commanders. I can't even click anything down here. Let's give it a shot. We can jump in. Let me
All
do
right,
this.
sounds good.
Boink. Top 500 commander. How about Chatterfang? Okay, so...
All right, I'm watching your stream here.
Where? Green is exact. Yellow is partial. Gray. Okay. This one, yeah, is a... Okay, so the CMC is higher than 3. The power and toughness combined is higher than 6. And we're nowhere close on the subtype. Okay. All right. We can get here. Chat, I'm leaving you open for this one. Full cheat mode. Because we need y'all's help.
Okay, so the color ID we have right?
The color ID we have, yellow is partial. So it's more than green black. What's a green black blue like 4/4? Lillian said, LOL, it's a lot. Yeah, this was initial printing newer than MH2. Oh my god. And it's a top 500. Oh my god. This one is tough.
I keep inhaling hair off my mic. I gotta get this off my mic.
Sorry to laugh. That's just a really fun sentence.
I know.
Yarok.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, let's do that.
That's Yarok. Okay.
Okay, so it's a 4. 4 cost.
The color ID... I'm thinking we've got a 5-color commander on our hands. Okay, what's a 5-color commander? No, wait.
Try a Traxa.
Okay. No. Oh, yeah. No. Atraxa, the mana value is less than 5.
Why did I think Atraxa was 4? Is it a 5-cost commander?
It's older than...
Oh.
It's newer than 2019. 9 Fingers Keen. Okay.
Right, so the 4 is right.
So it's between 21... It's between Modern Horizons 2 and Baldur's Gate. Which is a pretty tight window. That's like Kamigawa? Is this not Yoshimaru? What's Tatsunari Toad Rider? Okay. So I got this mana value wrong, but it was in this set, like I thought. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's interesting. This one is really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one is insane. You gotta know. Damn, you just gotta know so many commanders off the top of your head. 3, 4, or 4, 3.
I am honestly, I'm useless to you right now. I'm honestly useless to you.
A 4 mana, 4 color.
That came out of Kamigawa. It's one of those dragons. It's the white dragon.
That's a 5-color commander. Oh,
What's
no,
that
but
white
that's
dragon?
Yes, dude. Kyodai.
What's that?
Because it's a 5 CMC, but it's a 4 CMC, but it's a 5-color identity.
KYODI or something. It's that white. It's that white one. I did know it.
You did know it. You were not useless, Jake. You sold yourself short. Hinata?
Yeah.
No, it's from Kamigawa, y'all. Oh, was Hinata?
It's
Hinata was from Kamigawa. Power and toughness equals 7.
It's that dragon.
Oh no, that dragon's PT doesn't. Oh, is that dragon a 3/4?
Yeah.
What is it? KY?
ODI or something.
No cards with that name in the top 500 commanders. Maybe that's not it.
It's freaking
Go Shintai. Yes, dude.
That's it.
This is it.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Word up to Prison Mike. First person I'm seeing say it. Prison Mike. We're seeing
Nice
about
job, Prison
Jake
Mike.
and Joel's stream is the Dementors.
That's right.
Lillian, thank you for bringing that to us. We will absolutely rotate that in. I like that. It's hard. We will work with chat. That is one that we will just gladly all work as a team. Go Shintai. Very interesting. Chat, thank you for hanging out so far. Hope you're liking games at the beginning of the stream. We would love some feedback. We're, really trying to work on our streams a little bit, perfect how we do these shows. So we hope you're enjoying them. Right now, going to do a little stream, a little sponsor segment, pay the bills. And when we get back, we are going to look at Duskmourn, collecting it, where any value may lie, the treatments, where things are opened, because there's some like special crazy reprints in the bundle, and just lots of stuff to talk about there. Then also just want to take a look at the new previews, but absolutely want to talk about Card Conduit, best place to sell your cards online. You heard it, you know it, lots of people have used it. We've only heard good things. I'll say this is my new thing to say about Card Conduit in this stream. They put customer first. We recently had a meeting with the owner. He's great. Just touch base. And I got to tell you, man, that dude wants to take care of you. I promise. That dude wants you to be happy with everything that you receive as far as services from Card Conduit. They are really, really passionate about the customer having the best experience possible. In a world that's got a lot of uncertainty, TCGs, man, there's so many ways to just like cheat, lie, go around the system, and integrity is hard to find in our business. And I know for a fact that Card Conduit has got it in spades.
I've really enjoyed using their service. We've had a lot of people that have used it. The people that haven't enjoyed it are the people that didn't read the rules, which are don't send stuff that's under $1, which is actually, officially, unofficially, that's probably going to change based on that conversation that we had. But as of the filming of this, as of this stream, you don't want to send Card Conduit stuff that's cheaper than $1.
No, they've already changed it. They announced this. They've already announced this. Yep. They went public with this info. 50 cents now. So, they'll take everything 50 cents up. Yeah.
So people that are sending them like, your 2-1 vanilla 3-1 that you're only supposed to use in limited
when you don't have another option
resort, they don't want that stuff. So if something is literally chafe, don't send it to them just because you were on some website and it said that you could buy that card for 25 cents or 30 cents and you're thinking, oh, it's worth it for me to send them a 10-cent card. I'll get 5 cents. No, you won't. So don't send them your bulk if you're thinking that they're going to send you, pennies for your 10-cent cards, because they're not going to do it.
It's a buy listing service to simplify, for those of you who may have never heard of it, to simplify it down to just oversimplify the hell out of their process. You send them cards that are worth 50 cents or more. They will buy list them for you to the best price that they can, typically about 70% of the price of the card. And then they take a fee for doing it and they send you the money. So it cuts out all the work for you. You basically just pack up your stuff, send it to them, making sure that you're not sending them stupid things, because we don't want them to be like, hey, a Jake and Joel community member sent you a bunch of stupid shit. And I'll be like, well, we told them not to. So be good. Send them,
if you are
send them smart things, make some money. Spend that on things you want.
Save your time. The time is a big thing here, because when you're buy listing, you're getting, depending on how liquid the card is, between 60 and 70% of the card's value. That way whoever bought it from you has a little bit of margin so that they can make money as well. That's what their service exists to do.
Time is a valuable thing.
You can save on your teas, or excuse me, not your teas. You can save on your fees by using our code JAJAM. You can find our code for everything in the description of our video, and that will save you when you check out on your Card Conduit fees. And if you are going to be getting some credit and you don't want to and you want to just spend it on more cards, then use TCG Player. We have an affiliate link over there. It costs you nothing to use it, and it helps out the channel. When you place an order, it will let them know, hey, Jake and Joel were part of this, and it does nothing on your end other than let them know. So yeah, you can use our affiliate link when you head on over to TCG Player. It is a vast, massive marketplace filled with tons and tons and tons of sellers, all trying to do their best to make sure that you get the right cards and make sure that you are informed when you make your purchases.
Mark your calendars. Our next drip show is on the 21st. That is a week from this Saturday. September 21st, 9 p.m. Eastern, most likely. Check for the RSVP show once we've got it scheduled so that you know the exact time. But 9 p.m. Eastern, September 21st. It's a Saturday, week from this Saturday. Got a special show. Got a interesting thing where we're going to try and connect a video that's going to release previously to that show and have sort of a resolution in that live show. So let you check that out. Let us know what you think about that. Also going to be giving away Duskmourn, courtesy of our sponsor Drip. We will have a link for that show by next week so that you can RSVP at our next live show for that Saturday live show. Big thanks to Drip for sponsoring the channel. And as always, got to shout out MTG stocks. Track those prices over time. All MTG cards, every price history you could find, it's on there. Dragon Shields. Come on. Come on. That should be their slogan now.
We love Dragon Shields.
Dragon Shield.
We do.
Come on. Come on.
My favorite Dragon Shields are the ones that are the matte. I like the matte textured.
Do you like
because
white inside, black inside?
No preference. I'm
a hard black inside. I'm a matte dual guy through and through.
Yeah, I like the matte duals with the no, I do. You know, I do like the blacked out inside of the card.
Yep.
I do think that looks good.
Occasionally I like the white. I don't mind it.
Do you double sleeve all your decks? Are
Not
you double
all.
sleeving all your decks?
Not all but some. Not all but some. I have it was a yes, every deck is double sleeved.
Yeah.
But I've become more lax on it in recent months. So
okay.
I had quite a few decks recently that I just didn't take the time to do it and was like, whatever. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm not playing in the ocean. I don't frequently have, like I can count on my hands, or maybe like it would be zero the amount of times that like a drink has actually spilled. And now that I say it, it's going to happen immediately. But occasionally, not as much anymore.
Do you ever like play outside with your cards? Sometimes I find myself in situations where like there's a lot of people at an event or something, and sometimes people will have to play outside. And so if you're like outside at like dusk or like going into the evening where dew is starting to form outside, probably want your cards double sleeved, I would imagine. But other than that,
I don't play outside.
Like get away with that.
I would
exactly.
I would politely refuse.
Yeah, playing outside, it's kind of it's like a last resort kind of thing.
There's no floor.
Sometimes people have to play outside.
There's no floor space. Come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sheesh.
No floor space.
Literally rather sit on the floor inside. Anyway, Dragon Shields, the best sleeves for if you have to play outside, and a nice dew has begun to form.
if they're double sleeved.
If they're double sleeved.
That's
double
where we're
sleeve
going
Dragon
with
Shields. They'll protect your cards once you play outside and a nice dew begins to form.
Yeah, if dew is starting to form outside, or you're playing at the crack of night.
Yeah, dude, right at the crack of night. Right when a nice dew is starting to form.
Dew is already formed.
Yeah.
And it's just wet outside and moist.
It's just dark enough to go, are those lightning bugs?
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
I get it. I understand. Also,
we're doing great.
Gotta mention Moxfield, because that's where we put all our deck lists. Go over to Moxfield, follow us over there. All of our dumb deck lists are over there. My one caveat.
Yeah, go to Moxfield, play their game Moxel, and watch how many times they make it a name.
My one piece of advice for Moxfield is I update my commander decks constantly. I'm swapping cards in and out all the time. I don't always go and immediately update the Moxfield list. It normally, like I'll revisit a deck in a big way, like once every 4 to 6 months, maybe once a year, maybe. And that's when I'll update it. So if you go to Moxfield and you really like a deck list, you should definitely comment, hey Joel, will you update this deck list for me? And I'll go in and swap out the shit that I've taken out and put in the new cards and be like, there you go, pal. And that'll like trigger me to go and update my deck lists. Some people have done it before and it works really well. So big thanks to all the sponsors on the channel. By the way, little announcement.
MTG stocks. Did we say MTG stocks?
We said MTG stocks. Yep.
Oh, we did. Okay.
We got all our sponsors.
Yeah, they're great too.
Trips this year. We will be at Vegas. I'm thinking everybody knows that at this point. We are playing in Gavin's Unknown event on Friday, I think 11:30. I'm not sure 100% when that one's starting. And there is a Sunday event, Sealed Mystery Booster 2 Trios. We're playing in that event with Travis Gafford. So we'll also have a meet and greet Saturday afternoon if you're going to be at Vegas. Those are the two events that we know we're doing. We're already signed up for Friday and Sunday. And then we have a meet and greet in whatever their creator corner is going to be on Saturday afternoon. I think it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there is our window, but obviously closer we'll give you more details. That's kind of the Vegas spiel. If you're going, let us know. Jake and I are organizing some like community meetup at some point, probably that Saturday. And so hit us up, let us know. There will be
we're going to be there to hang out. Don't expect us to be able to get games in. We would love to, but like if we're meeting up, most likely we're not going to be able to, promise games to anybody, especially if a lot of people show up to hang out and that kind of thing. It just becomes kind of like
Jake is personally going to play one
impossible.
commander game with everyone, a one-on-one commander game with everyone that comes up and asks.
No,
so
it's just speaking from experience, we've had situations in the past where people have been disappointed because it's like, yeah, we'll get a game. But what ends up happening is games can take anywhere from like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And it is just impossible to promise games. So rather than people be disappointed and stuff, we rather just be like, no, come hang out. We're going to talk for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. If in the future, it would be cool if we could do like an event with people. Like if people did show up for Jake and Joel, maybe we have a couple boxes and we're able to play like, like a draft or something, because then everybody gets to kind of participate. But, definitely come hang out.
So that's what we're not going to do in Vegas. But what we would like to do in Vegas is see you, hang out.
Yeah, we want to see you.
Say hey. Yeah. We
High
will.
Five.
High five is on the yes list. Hug yes
list. High five is
list.
a thing. Hugs can happen.
Long hugs, 3-hour hugs, no list.
Smooches. No, we're not going to be doing any 2-hour hugs, because then we should have just played games at that point.
Seriously,
I'm sure
we have a policy for a reason, and we can't just replace it with other 2-hour things.
We just can't do it.
Here's another thing we're not doing. While we're talking about things we're not doing, is going to the MTG Summit. I don't know who heard or who hasn't heard, but the MTG Summit was canceled this year. So if you purchased a ticket with our name, with our code, please DM me. Please DM me individually. I'm going to make it, if any of you got a ticket and it was with our code, with our name or anything, I'm going to make it my personal mission to make sure that you are refunded promptly. So please DM me if you bought a ticket to the summit and used code JAJAM, whatever it was. I think it was JAJAM, as it should be. So that I know and that I can handle it, we will be able to grease that pig for you so that you can get that refund promptly if you're in the hole for a summit ticket. Sad news. Summit's fun. Was looking forward to it. Really hope they can get it back next year. Series of unfortunate events over there. Nobody's fault. So wishing them the best. And like I said, if you need a refund from them, please let me know. Please let me know. I want to know even if it's going well. I just want to know. If you bought a ticket with our code, please message me on Discord. Thank you. Okay.
All right. And that is our sponsors. Bummed about Summit, but next year there's always another time. We can. We'll see. We'll see where they're at. I'm not allowed to do any smooching. Well, look, there's some people that want to do smooching. There's some people that don't want to do smooching. So it's going to be on like a case by case kind of thing.
I went ahead and swapped back to this view because I think that the smooching.
Yeah.
Would love to do an auto battler or an MB2.
The issue with the smooching is you're going to have some people that want it, some people that don't want it. So
get the boys to win. Get the play to win boys to teach you CEDH. Then you can play 10 minute games. No, what we did was we brought our battle cruiser. We brought our battle cruiser brand of MTG to them and forced them to play a 2.5 hour game.
Yeah, we forced Dylan, the editor over there, to edit down a 2-hour video. He's probably like, never again, Jake.
Yeah, we're not having them back. We're gonna force them to play.
No, really quick though.
CEDH.
I do have this, and from going on the show,
Yes, me too.
they sent me this. I know they sent you one as one as well.
You want us too?
And one is 2.
You want us too? My one is 3. Your one is 2.
Stoked to get this mat in the mail. This was so nice to just kind of like show up out of nowhere. I'm a big fan. They're they're really nice.
Him and Dylan are the shit. Big fans. If you
Very
don't know
nice,
Play to
very
Win,
nice folks over there.
I don't know how you could possibly know us and not know them, but
yeah,
go subscribe to their channel. They got CEDH over there, and they are who we go to for CEDH questions, so they should definitely be who you go to.
Their channel is so cool because they actually get extraordinarily good views on spell table gameplay. Or it's not spell table, but their format is kind of like the spell table format.
But yeah,
they have a really nice setup over there. I like what they're doing.
Brad, I couldn't agree more. They are definitely super nice and great for the community. So Jake, I gotta tell you and I gotta tell chat, I have hit a major nerd milestone.
DJ, we will do it.
DJ, good to see you. Thank you very much. All hail, all hail. All hail our outgoing monarch. I left it out there from the last stream because Rogue Bull came through right at the end of the stream and dropped 20 bucks. But all hail our outgoing, all hail our incoming, all hail Crowns in chat, all hail the new stream monarch.
Mr. DJ Longhair, go check out DJ Longhair's channel over there. It says, hi JAJAM, I hope to get a drink with you in Vegas. If we're in Vegas, there will probably be a little bit of drinking. So I think we can maybe make that happen.
Drinking what?
We'll put it in with the smooches and the other stuff. Smooches and the hugs. And the not games and the not community draft experience.
Yeah, but do not mention Commander to us or we will fucking slap you.
Yeah, if you come up to us and you're like, hey, do you want to play Commander? I'll be like, did you watch the stream on September 11th? Never forget.
Yeah, dude. I like more that you can mention September 11th while you're berating them. That's always good.
Did you watch the September 11th stream where we were all reminded that, you know, even though our dog was born on September 11th, that we have friends with September 11th birthdays? People will never forget. This is a good meme. And we're going to move on from it.
Yeah, good meme. We've embraced the meme. We've surrounded the meme. We've let the meme flow through and over us like fear.
The meme has flown. Yeah.
Meme is the god killer. Meme is the fear kit, whatever it is. Okay.
Yes. Are you guys doing the party in Vegas? If there's a party, maybe as long as
he's talking
Frodo
about,
will be there.
I'm assuming you're talking about that ticket thing. We've never really done that. Our party is our party's at a place called Fremont. It's like a special party VIP-ish kind of thing that happens at Vegas.
See,
that's
here's
the thing that the Dragon
we
Show
would go
guys
there
went
as
to
creators, and we would have to like pay to go to that. So it's like we probably won't do it.
So bougie just now.
No, that's what I'm saying is like if it's like a VIP thing and like a meet and greet for people, that's what I mean, like from a meet and greet standpoint.
Oh, whoa. I see.
Is it like a creator thing? Because that's what will end up happening is it's like you're a creator and you're like somebody that people would want to meet there. But then what ends up happening is you go and you have to like pay to be at it.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. But no, our party is at Fremont Street.
I'm assuming we will have to pay. We have to pay to go to Vegas. Wizards does not pay us to go to Vegas. They feature us in some things, but we do not get into that for free. We don't.
Oh, Buzz, your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday.
Day after 9/11. 2001, man. Everybody was like, Buzz, you're going to need to chill for a week. Okay, chat.
Fremont Street, Hennessy Tavern. Yeah, Fremont Street is great.
Jake, I leveled up as a nerd. I leveled up as an MTG player. I have leveled up as a nerd, and I've leveled up as an MTG player. I took a big chunk of my collection, and I have allocated it to a major purchase.
Uh-oh.
And I am now...
Hold on, I'm pretending that I don't know what this is.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Where's that guy that was criticizing my acting earlier? We need him back in here for Jake. We need...
Yeah. Okay. What did you buy? Wait, let me guess.
I bought I called
Box of Modern Horizons.
I called my friends. I want to see if chat can guess before I reveal. I called my friends Rob Alexander, and I called Drew Tucker, and I called Jesper Meerfors, called Brian Snoddy, and I made a purchase. Pretty big one.
Okay.
Pretty big one.
All right.
I am now the proud owner of all 10 duels, my man.
Nice.
I have leveled up my collection. I didn't previously own a single one of these.
Yes.
And in one major transaction, I have now acquired and will own forever all 10 duels. So now my old shit collection is 11 cards big. 10 duels.
Very nice.
One Wheel of Fortune.
Nice. Yeah.
And the collection continues. I'm gonna try and put together
Congrats on this.
big, nice little set of all this shit that is the most playable that I just want, and we'll have now.
Yeah.
And they look like this on the back. So.
Oh yeah.
To your point, when I showed you this earlier, put them in sleeves. Throw them in a commander deck. Play those sucking.
Yeah, you should.
Those suckered things.
Look at that plateau, dude. That plateau was played on the asphalt in 1994.
Yeah, that plateau is the most beat to shit out of all of them.
But you know what?
Aboro, thank you.
It's really badass, dude. I mean, yeah, Buzz or Jank has it right. Heavily played is the way to go for duels. Yeah, exactly. So I have that.
Here's prices to chat, where we landed on chat.
I have a Badlands. I have a Badlands, a Scrubland, and a Tundra that are all lightly played. And then I have
the Tundra is not like you to have before any of the others. The Badlands and the Scrubland makes sense.
Yeah, and then I also have a Savannah. And so the Savannah is like a light play, but it has like some pink paint on it or something. That it's honestly a great candidate for an altar. No, the Tundra that I got ages ago.
I do remember your Savannah, yeah.
Yeah, the Tundra I got ages ago, and I traded from that one collection that I got on eBay. It was like an eBay random buy. It's an older video on the channel, but it was like $150 on eBay. I just bought it, and it was like a 5-row box. And in that box there were 2 LEDs, and one of those LEDs went toward a Tundra trade. And so because this guy had a Tundra, I traded for it because I had 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds, and I was like, I don't need both of these, so this is a great thing to trade.
Yeah. 100%.
In retrospect, the LED, I traded it at around, $250 value, and since then it's gone up to like a $500 card, and it's worth more than the Tundra. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, but dude, this is sick, man. You got all 10 of them.
Yeah, one big transaction. This is 3,300 here. You can see prices, all heavy play. You can see prices there on them. 3,300, and they knocked off 10%. So we went 3K straight across the board for all 10. So I, grabbed 9 and got a free Bayou. Threw in the Bayou on the house.
I didn't realize Drew Tucker did one of these. Did the plateau?
Yep,
that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, Jank, it's kind of where I'm at. They definitely go in every deck now, because I'll just be like, well, I've got them. I wouldn't. Why not run them in any deck they can go in? And I'll find good homes for the actual 10, and then proxy them for the rest of the decks. But yeah, I was just really excited about this purchase. Nervous until they get here. Strangely, at my 35th year, nearly 36th year, nervous about 10 cards to get to me in the mail.
Oh, they're gonna get to you.
Yeah,
it'll be totally good. Who you bought them from is on the up and up, and so I imagine they're gonna take good care of you.
That was another reason why I was just like, hell yes, I want to do this right now, because bought them from a reputable dealer on Twitter that was just like, I want to move some of my reserve list stuff. Here's a flex. Buy a bunch of cards, I'll give you 10% off. And I was like, yes, I will do that. And so I've got now to like convert. The plan is to take some of the assets and stuff that I've just been accumulating specifically to turn into other stuff. I've been talking all the shit about turning Miku into Marvel, but I turned Miku and a bunch of other shit into 10 duels, and I'm gonna be completely a-okay with that.
Yeah. I'm the most jealous of the Underground Sea. That's one I've wanted for a very long time. I could get it. I just need to, do it.
Jake, we're one convention video called Trading from the One Ring to an Underground Sea.
Yeah.
That I would watch, and you go home with an Underground Sea, my man.
Yeah.
Or close.
I do have a One Ring, but it's the poster version, and so I just
we don't start with that one.
Getting rid of it.
No.
Getting rid of it.
We're gonna go acquire a nice, pristine base copy of the One Ring for this video, and it'll be taking it to. It really needs to be Volcanic Island that you go for. Probably, because it's taking the One Ring to the volcano. I mean, that's
that makes sense.
That's a good meme.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I came to a convention with the One Ring and left with Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Right.
You holding up a volcanic island.
That's right. Chat, we've got a few kind of light segments to go through that we're not going to spend a ton of time on, but it's stuff that we want to kind of address, see if you have anything to say about it, and then we're going to get to our main segment of the night.
Yeah, let's talk about some little newsy things, some things I've noticed around, and we'll talk about Duskmourn.
Yeah.
I like that. Chat, look at this. I saw on Reddit. The One Ring is now the most played card in Modern, even when you count lands.
That is pretty freaking wild. Do we see a restricted of this coming up?
That is the question, is how do they handle this? Because I feel like it makes a ton of sense for this to be the very first Modern card that is restricted. Flavorfully makes 100% sense. Game-wise makes 100% sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill the card, doesn't crap on the IP collab, doesn't potentially spoil the water for future brand IPs that want to come through and do some big sets.
Yeah.
If they're like, oh, well, I mean, are you just going to make some powerful card that sells a set and then just ban it? And maybe that's their move. Maybe they're like, yeah, dog, that's what we do. That's how we do this. That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You're not wrong about that.
Maybe they're like, that is a feature, not a bug, my man.
Yeah.
But the fact that at this point, you're getting played over cards that by default have to be 4 of.
I knew Arena of Glory was going to take off. I knew that people would end up liking that card.
Haste
and now
is
it's a
nuts.
$5 card.
Haste is how you beat Control. That is the answer to Control.
I freaking knew Arena of Glory was going to end up being really good.
Yes.
I want to see the chart now.
Chart for Arena of Glory? We can do that. Let's take it over to our sponsor, MTG Stocks. We'll absolutely look up the chart.
I guarantee you this
thing
was down to $1, and then people were like, nope,
dog,
that's
it might
good.
still be. MH3 is kind of at its fucking tank right now.
No, it'll happen with most of the stuff, but the cards that people actually like trend up.
$7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
That thing was cheap.
Yeah, seriously. In the summer, you could have picked up multiple copies of this for like $3 and $4 easily.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
but
I mean,
One Ring in the number one spot.
No, you're onto something here, Jake. Because the thing is like,
what
you need to know, this land isn't getting worse, chat. And Modern Horizons 3 just happened.
Fenner's tapped unless you control a mountain. That's so easy.
25,
it's
26.
So easy.
The earliest, and you can clip this and show it to me in 2 years. The earliest that you will see Arena of Glory again will be Modern Horizons 4 or whatever set is in that spot 2 years from now. That is the absolute earliest, and you'll see a retro version of it if they keep that trend up. That is the current trend based on current information of where this might pop up again. So you see a Modern playable card trending upward. Still under $10,
card.
still easily pick upable. Risk is low here. Card is proven. Worth noting. I like that point.
But yeah, we got the One Ring ahead of Arid Mesa, Flage, Flooded Strand, Sacred Foundry. Honestly, Joel, it also says a lot that Flage is in so many decks right
Really?
up there with the One Ring as well.
I can't believe how
that's
off
a lot.
everyone was about this card.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense now in retrospect. Pubstomp says Arena of Glory plus Escape Flage is a 12-point life swing and gain 6 life. Yikes. Yeah. Exactly, right?
That is okay. So what you just described to me there made me think of another good point about this. Bans might happen. We're not saying bans won't happen. Bans would that is where the card dies.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Arena's bannable? No. I don't think they would ban if they deemed this Flage Arena too brutal for some reason, which I don't think it's dared. You know, it's not Grief.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Bowmasters or anything. Then I feel like they would ban the land. Because Flage maybe with haste is not as big of a deal, and giving haste on a land is pretty strong. I don't know. But yeah. Flage, everybody was just super off about this one in previews, and it didn't take long. Pro Tour, really.
Nope. It was a good one. It's a good one. But yeah, as far as the One Ring, you know, it's really hard to tell where this goes. We've said it so much on this channel. It's a generically good card. It's just extremely good and generic.
Oh, I've seen it.
So a lot of people
so
want
many
it.
games, dude. Just having that one turn off, I've seen it turn so many games. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, seeing non-land card Flage in 33%, but the One Ring in 43%, and it's an indestructible artifact. So its applicability is just through the roof. It does stuff like protect you, which in a one-turn format, when you're about to die, being able to slam the One Ring, and then God forbid you have a second one that you can just slam the next turn and get the protection again. You're essentially like time walking your opponent and drawing cards at the same time. It's very disgusting how good it is.
This was part of the banned and restricted. Somebody just replied in the comments with the banned and restricted clip.
Yeah.
Of games can frequently be decided by having the One Ring in play for multiple turns, but the bar for 4-mana cards being too strong in a format as powerful as Modern is high.
Not.
with
with
your twin in the background. Yeah. We know it can be reprinted, and so the price is really not the issue, even though it is an expensive card right now.
It's the prevalence. It's the
prevalence.
It's not niche at all. It's just extremely good. Everybody wants it. In Commander, I just say, yeah, if you have it, you should play it.
It's kind of nuts. That was one that everybody was pretty low on at first as well, right? It was like a mid card. Wow, can't believe they went
the One Ring
so mid.
Yeah, they were kind of mid on it in the beginning. I feel like when people come out like that and you get a lot of negativity toward a card, I feel like a lot of the time that's like bearish sentiment from people that are actually bullish on the card. So you have a bunch of people come out and start negging the card to get people to like kind of hate it, while they're secretly acquiring as many as they can. Yeah. They're just like
trying to trick the One Ring into going on a date with you. Like, you're ugly.
Yeah.
But really, you think it's hot.
Yes, exactly. They're just like, yeah, that One Ring is gross. Get rid of it before it tanks. And people are like, I'll trade it to you for $15. And they're like, yeah, I mean, I'm taking a bath on this. And then later on there. Yeah, exactly.
Some corrections. MH2 was 3 years ago, so that's a 3-year thing. I thought Modern Horizons was every 2 years, but I guess it has been 3 years. Wow. And then LP said, imagine they address it next time Modern's going to be our CQ season. Do we know when that is going to be next? I know we've got Pioneer Standard. I know that Standard's like what they're pushing real big right now, but that makes sense with Foundation coming out soon. Earlier, somebody asked when Foundation was coming out. That is this year. We do have one more set. I haven't been talking about it like it's a real set just because I that's typically how I refer to the 4 main sets as the sets of the year, and then we always get like a expensive auxiliary set, like a Modern Horizons or a Modern Masters, and then we always end up getting some kind of throw-in thing. And this year the throw-in thing is Foundation, which is standard.
Palumbo with the $10 says, you think it will affect how they design other flagship cards, Infinity Gauntlet or something like that for other IPs? I think it will definitely be part of a conversation. But again, if a card flies too close to the sun, they have no issue banning it. Now, I will say if it is a flagship card, it's probably going to be kind of annoying if you banned it. I think a lot of people would be upset if the One Ring got banned out of nowhere. It would still be a fantastic commander card. But if they banned it in Modern, I think people would be cranky.
I just really think that the way to do this is restrict it, because not only is it kind of a solution that's middle of the road and doesn't ban one of your premium cards from your very first Universes Beyond like enormous set, but it's novel, and you'll kind of get people to go, oh, cute. And I think that goodwill will go a long way. At the same time as it's admitting that it was pushed to have a pushed card. And so I think that's how it will affect things like Infinity Gauntlet, Captain America Shield, stuff like that. Anything they want to, any major iconic IP item that they want to recreate within the game has the potential to be their pushed card. That I feel like it flying close to the sun on these is the plan. Like,
let's take Captain America's shield for example.
Sure.
You could in theory say that's a legendary artifact, and I believe if they print it in the game it would be a legendary artifact. But from the design of Magic, there are a plethora of legendary artifacts that exist that you can run 4 ofs in a deck. I think for some reason, the One Ring is under harsher scrutiny because the lore of the card is that there's only one, whereas, Captain America's shield, it's understood that there's only one, but the emphasis isn't like, oh, it's the One Ring, it's the one shield. It is Captain America's shield. So I think like for some reason, the One Ring, it goes through harsher scrutiny just because it is such a good and powerful card.
Interesting.
If it sucked, like for example, if it said the One Ring tempts you and then you had to keep up with that, I guarantee you people wouldn't want to play it. They wouldn't even want to touch it.
All hail Palumbo.
All hail Palumbo 06 with the $10 super chat. Let's go ahead and get a little like on that.
Crowns in chat. Crowns in chat for the new stream Monarch. All hail. Oh, hey. DJ, thank you for the outgoing Monarch.
Those are our thoughts on the One Ring.
Jake, I heard that the Netflix Magic the Gathering series is officially dead.
Yeah, it's dead, dude.
Has it not been dead for so long?
Add it to the list of things that were planned that ended up being dead.
According to star Brandon Roth, I don't know how to pronounce his name. When asked about this is the funniest pull quote I think I've seen in an article like this, because it's so like, what the hell are you talking about? When asked about the status of the project, which was announced in 2019 and initially slated to be released in 2022, Ruth said, "I'm not sure. I did do a voice for it. As far as I understand, nobody's put out a press release about it, but apparently it's not happening." That's kind of old news. I'm not sure why it's surfacing again. He's so like, why?
Amazing.
Why are you asking me about
like,
this?
look, guys, give me a break. The show is over. We've covered it.
I don't know what else you want me to say. It's dead.
Yeah.
That was Gideon Euro. And it's so weird.
Kind of a bummer.
I mean, honestly, this show was developed. I mean, just look at it. They're showing Chandra. That was part of the key art to promote the show. You're talking about characters who they don't even like use in their main marketing anymore. They're not even main characters anymore.
Right.
Gideon's gone. And so I don't even know like I don't understand what people expected either. if it was actually going to be around, because at this point, what are they going to do? A story about Oko and the Omen Paths?
Do a story about the cactus people on Thunder Junction.
Don't get me started, Jake. Don't put a quarter in the Joel didn't like the OTJ backdrop machine.
I love that machine though. I love it. That's where I put all my quarters.
Saying it has to be like, I'm not saying it has to be that the show has to 100% reflect the game, but I think I honestly would have been more annoyed if they had made the kind of thing where they were like, you know, Nicol Bolas is a human who you never see in dragon form, and he's like brothers with this guy with blue skin they call Ugin, and they just like change everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? One of those style of adaptations where they're like, we wanted to modernize the story for a 2024
kind of like
audience.
You know, Romeo and Juliet by Baz Luhrmann, right? Where it's like it is Romeo and Juliet, but instead of swords, they're guns, but the guns are called swords.
Well,
that kind of
no,
situation.
that I mean is kind of a more faithful adaptation. I'm talking about like Dragon Ball Evolution. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Where they were like, yeah, his name's Goku. And that's where they stopped having any similarities whatsoever.
Yeah. I also think someone said animated. It could be animated.
It was going to be animated.
Oh, it is. Okay. Dom is saying Kiki Jiki movie. Where would you land on that?
I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to see a movie about the card Kiki Jiki specifically.
Yeah.
The creation of it. Anyway,
that would be cool.
If you were looking forward to the why is it that Magic the Gathering can dominate and be the best TCG forever, but anytime any other media gets involved, it is just such a big pile of crap that does not survive?
You know, people aren't gonna like this, but I would probably blame Twitter. I feel like nothing will ever be good enough in the Magic space for people that
I'm thinking of like the mobile game. I'm thinking that was like the auto
battler. Oh yeah, I mean the things that just like
the MMO that they tried to make that was really just a Diablo clone that died very soon after. They've made some decent like Duels of the Planeswalkers. They've made some decent offshoot games for Xbox but that's just the game. You're playing basically the game with some tweaks.
Jack Black as Kiki Jiki would be good.
I want him to go, I am Kiki Jiki.
Yeah. Playing like a saxophone.
Jake, Joel, did you hear MTG Summit in Utah got canceled? Yeah, Jordango, we talked about that earlier. Scrub back if you want to. Right at the end of the sponsor segment, we talked about that, Jordango.
It's kind of like you're cooking up all these different projects and everybody's like excited and they're salivating over them, and then it's like, but you're just you get too deep in the weeds and then you got to just start cutting stuff, and thankfully, because the Magic, you know, pipeline is constantly pumping, stuff just kind of like falls to the wayside and dies, and we're just like,
whatever.
You know?
Yeah. It's just weird how this brand can survive so successfully as a card game, but just has not really successfully made the leap to movie. Animated show I think is the wildest that they couldn't get this right, because it'd be a really good way to solidify the internal IP of this game, the lore of the game itself. But with this going away, I mean, it's hard to imagine that they would go, let's try again after a failure. And so like, bro, the MTG lore, dead. This is a dirge. This is a funeral dirge of MTG lore right now. The ongoing song sung by Universes Beyond.
Yeah. You know, I didn't bring this up much, but I saw Alien Romulus, and as the like one of, and there aren't going to be any spoilers in this, But I saw Alien Romulus, and as somebody who is a massive Alien fan, and I like know a lot about most of the canon content.
Right.
The end of the movie kind of devolves into like a greatest hits of like, let's pull out this line from this movie and we'll pull in this
Yeah,
moment
dude.
from this movie.
Yeah, dude.
And I remember I'm sitting there with Jack,
Turns
and he
into
like leans over to
Linorama.
me and he's like, it's turning into a greatest hits. And I was like, oh God, don't say it. But it was happening. And I think what ended up happening, and some people said this, but like Disney owns Fox. And I think what ends up happening is you get too many cooks in the kitchen. And you get a lot of people that are like, well, make sure my idea makes it in. And I want to make sure this idea makes it in. And I feel like it would kind of be similar with Magic the Gathering show. There's going to be a lot of people that are trying to be like, no, don't do that. Or, oh, we have to do this. And what you really need is for the show to be written in a unified voice by a team of writers, or a writer or a couple writers that are able to just kind of do their thing, execute their vision, and not worry about a shit ton of fan service, because I think that's where these shows kind of fall apart. That's my thought.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I liked K-Spice's idea. K-Spice said they should have different studios do animated shorts for each set until one really lands well, then have that studio do a movie or show. K-Spice, I love that idea. And I'll mention that Bloomborough short, that Bloomborough trailer that they did was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I like the Bloomborough trailer. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know much about animation, what those pipelines are like. And so I'd love to talk to whoever was, sort of director for that Bloomborough piece and find out what it's like to make something, even 2 or 3 minutes long. Cause I bet it's way more of an undertaking than any of us are considering. We've got some animators in chat, that could maybe speak to it. Fan service can work, Dom. I mean, that Deadpool movie just shit fan service all over everybody for 2.5, for however long that movie was. But yeah, I loved it. That movie was dope. It was hilarious because it was written well. Because there was a good creative vision.
Had a lot of good inside jokes and stuff like that. And no, I guess, like for example, Romulus, I think for me is because it started out like, if I knew I was getting into an Alien Resurrection situation from the beginning, I think I would have enjoyed the movie a lot more. The issue is that somehow whoever worked on that movie, Fede Alvarez and his team, were like, here's a movie that's going to start out as an A+ for the first 45 minutes. Yeah. And by the end, it's going to be a D-. And honestly, that for me is such a feat. I'm like, how did you do it?
Speed run, ruin your movie.
You were cooking up a masterpiece. You had a great appetizer. The dinner was fantastic, and then the dessert was like just a pile of diarrhea on a plate. And I'm like, how did the dessert tank it so badly? Yeah, I don't know.
I do think that I think
AI can stay out of movies too, but whatever.
I think that it is better off. I think we would like to have something like this. I personally would. I really think that something like this could establish ongoing base IP lore and really help cement that as we branch further and further into Fortnite, MTG, and so we'll see. I really do like I liked the Bloomborough thing. I think that could be a direction they went, but we will not see the animated show. There's one other story I wanted to get y'all's opinion on, and then
what do you got? What's the other one you got for us?
Look at some Duskmourn. Tell me about this. So, chat, I saw this. Did y'all see this online? I think this was on Reddit as well. This store, Monster Games.
Oh, I love this. I love this story.
Monster Games, for their store championship, which the reward was that Textless Urza Saga. That's
the important info right there. Yeah.
Very, very desirable piece that people will go out of their way to acquire. This store, Monster Games, in a market where there are quite a few LGSs, chose to put their entry fee at $300, discounted for players who had played in multiple events throughout the year at their store.
Really quick, want to fill people in.
Yeah.
This Textless Urza Saga right now.
Yeah.
Lowest price on TCG is $244.99 for this card. Multi-format application. Just so that people know, we're talking about a card that's around the $250 price right now. This is what you win if you get first.
This card right here.
Yes.
$269. That sounds pretty close to $300. Anyway, this store set the price of their store championship at $300, discounted for players who were like, this is our LGS.
Yeah.
This person is, they complained about it, and you know, you can feel however you want to feel about this. That's really why I brought it up, why Jake and I wanted to talk about this on the stream tonight, because there are a lot of ways to feel about this, I think.
I like it. I mean, I know that that's a hot take.
Yeah, poked the Twitter people, said, why are they charging $300? This sucks. The long and short of it is that Monster Games went to...
Nick, well done. Nick says I won one. Congrats, Nick.
Pulled
Love
this
to hear
up.
Yeah.
Monster Games got reported to WotC for this. And then a WPN admin said this, and Monster Games copy and pasted it to their Facebook channel and just said... Justified. Hello, Corey. WPN members are free to charge any entry fee they choose for their events. Wizards of the Coast does not dictate or even suggest what a store should charge for entry. Similarly, WPN policy does not restrict stores from offering entry fee discounts for things like prior event participation. WPN members are also allowed to host private or invite-only events, including for program events like store championships. So the store, per WPN policy, is allowed to set up a system where, say, you would have to play in 4 events and get top 8 in 4 events at their store over the course of the year to be invited to the store championship. So they can do whatever they want, really is the point.
Like, say I open a coffee shop right next to a Starbucks and I decide that my coffee is going to cost $250 a cup. Sure, I'm going to put myself out of business, but that's my prerogative, right? Because that's my business. Right. I can be like, I'm going to charge whatever I want for coffee. If you come here a lot, you might get it for free. You know, I think that what they did here, we talked about with Jank earlier in trivia. Jank brought up the different archetypes of players. You got your Timmies that like their big creatures. You got their Johnny players that like to win by having, you know, or combos in their deck, and they might lose most of their games, but if they win, they played a big convoluted combo and they had fun. And then you have their spikes. The spikes are the people that are going to play whatever the best deck is, and they're just going to win no matter what. And that's what Monster Games was trying to you know, deter. They didn't want a bunch of spikes to come in and just try to, you know, scoop up the promo and then never come patronize the store again. I like what they did. I'm not hating on spikes either, because I'm sure that store has its own spikes.
Exactly.
But those are the people that should have got to play in this.
Right. And we're not hating on Stanley 2099 either, because honestly, this is, like I said, you know, Monster has set up a very specific thing here. They're being pretty transparent. I read some anecdotes of people that live around here on the Reddit post on this. And there was one person who posted who said, I specifically live within range of like 6 LGSs, hour drive to whatever. Monster Games 30 minutes away from me, not my home store. I went to my LGS, tried to win. I went to a few of the other LGSs, also tried to win there. You know which store I didn't go to? Was Monster. I didn't try and go win an Urza Saga at Monster Games because they were charging this that didn't get discounted into a realistic world unless I had been playing there all year. And so it deterred that, you know, spike from going there to the regular LGS crowd and having somebody come through that's basically a stranger to that community win the thing and just leave and not really patronize that business otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. There are going to be people that are, you know, top of their store that just want to go around and get as many of these as they can. Right. And if they want to spend their time doing that, that's fine. They're welcome to do it. But yeah, the store is welcome to do whatever it wants to do as a store to, you know, say, hey, no, sorry, we want our patrons to be able to play for these cards. They're the people who come here and spend money here. So yeah, I like this little story of you know, people thinking, well, if I report you to Wizards of the Coast, they'll set it right. And Wizards is like, honestly, shut up.
Let them do what they want to do.
Let them do what they want. I don't know who Stanley is. I don't know if they're a creator or what. I don't follow them on anything. Not hating on them at all.
Not at all.
But yeah.
Not at all. It's worth being mad about if you're like, well, damn, I was going to go up there and play, but I ain't paying $300 because I could just go buy the card for $250.
I mean, hell, I mean, EK, for example, is a local game store that's near me, but I barely go there. If they said to me, you know, hey, we're charging $300, I wouldn't even be disappointed because it's like, you know, I haven't been to that game store a ton. I mean, over the years, I've been there a lot over the years. But yeah, I mean, in the last 6 months, for example, I've gone in there to maybe buy a couple packs of cards and like, you know, shoe boxes, like the 2-row boxes.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's like, I totally get it. The people that are grinding, that kind of thing. Yeah.
J-Dub,
let the store do what it wants.
That Urza card is a promo specifically for store championships right now. Matt, you said your LGS caps the store champs at 16. How do they pick which 16? Nick said he won one and had 34 participants and maybe half were store regulars. Did a store regular win? I mean, you won one. Was it mostly store regulars that were winning, or did you have any community strangers? What are the LGS politics like where you live? Is there any Jake, do you know of any like rivalries or like this person only goes to this LGS because they're not allowed at this, anything like that? Any weird political drama?
The only we'll call him Tommy for the sake of this, so as to not dox.
That's a good one.
Tommy was a young kid who was playing in a tournament, and this is actually really funny. I'm not gonna take a long time on this, but Tommy was a young kid who played in multiple pre-releases that day. In the second pre-release, it was Battle for Zendikar, or it might have been Oath of the Gatewatch, I don't remember. But let's say this kid Tommy took all of his rares from round 1 pre-release early in the day and put all of them into their round 2 pool.
An interesting strategy.
And so the opponents were like, wow, this deck is pretty stacked. You've got all the allies you need to really go over the top. And then they started counting them, and it became apparent that it was impossible for the deck to have that many rares. They went over the amount that would have been available in the pre-release kit. And this kid ate, I think, like a 6-month or a year-long ban.
Wow.
Only reason I learned about it is because I was playing with this kid. I went up to Tommy, and I didn't have a partner for Two-Headed Giant. And I was like, hey, do you want to play Two-Headed Giant? This kid's like a decade younger than me, maybe even like 12 or 15 years younger.
Sure.
And I'm playing with this kid, and people, my opponents, are being like overly aggressive to him, and I'm like, what is going on? and this one guy fills me in. He's like, yeah, dude, I don't know why you'd play with that kid. He's a piece of shit. And I'm like, why is he a piece of shit? And he goes, well, and then he told me the story I just told you. He's stacking his pre-release.
That's so funny.
And so I'm talking to the kid, and I go, hey, you know, look, man, you can always change your image. What you did doesn't define you.
You were Mr. Miyagi for this guy.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to be able to, you know, turn this around. And you know what he said to me? He goes, I don't need to hear that fucking Taylor Swift bullshit. It was something like that. He goes, and he just was like, he scoffed. He said, I don't need to hear that fucking Taylor Swift bullshit.
Oh, dude, he was like, take your fucking vibes and shove them up your ass, dude.
He just shut me down. It was like the old guy trying to help like the young kid kind of like realize. And I'm like, I don't even know why you came back here. All these people hate you. You know, anyway, some people you just can't help.
Yeah, dude. Some people are just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
That's
he
so
goes,
funny.
I don't need to hear that fucking Taylor Swift shit.
Yeah, man. And he hit you like, with a fuck off, old man. And you were like, okay.
Yeah, it was like,
understood.
It was me being like, dude, keep your head up. Because it was like these people had been, you know, like just like rolling their eyes at him and like,
Yeah.
oh God, I have to play against Tommy. I have to play against Tommy. Oh God.
That's so
And
funny.
then
That's so funny that
I'm
you
like
didn't
trying to
know
help
for
him.
a while that why they were so mean to this like 13-year-old kid.
Yeah. I mean,
They're just, like-
seriously.
Yeah. They're just being such assholes to him. And you're like,
And
guys, hey, will y'all lay the fuck off, please?
Yeah, and then they were like, yeah, Jake, we've played with you a lot. I can't even believe you team up with this guy.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show how out of the loop I am at even my
It
own
was
LGS
just-
sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But
That
it was
kid-
honestly, it's very funny to go back and think about
Exactly.
it.
That kid used to be a real piece of shit. He still
Yeah,
is.
he probably still
but
is.
he used to be also.
He still is, but he used to be.
Okay, chat.
Anyway.
Just for the people who are gonna comment, wow, 2 hours and you haven't even looked at Duskmourn. We're gonna call it for tonight. Thanks everybody for having. No, I'm just kidding. Let's look.
Oh God. Yeah, let's talk about it at least for like 30 minutes here.
We've got plenty to cover on Duskmourn. That is what we're covering on this stream. We just had 2 hours of games and news to talk about. We're catching up. Chat.
Yeah.
Duskmourn is
Collecting Duskmourn. That's kind of like the vibe here.
yeah, nearly previewed fully. Lots of treatments. We've seen
Yeah.
lots of different versions now of our double exposures, of our Japan showcases, and our mirror monsters, and our paranormal frames, and also Jake. Yeah, basic lands, blah, 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 blah. Also, we have one other treatment. One other treatment. Special guests.
Tell me.
Where'd he
Oh,
go?
special guests. Yes. Yeah.
Here we
so
go.
for anybody who's out of the loop, play
Not special
boxes
guest.
no longer have list cards.
Correct.
Womp womp.
This
Instead, they have special guest cards that appear in like one every box or one every few boxes. It's honestly getting rid of the list cards and play boxes. Very dumb in my opinion, but you know, whatever.
the biggest, I think, difference collector wise with Duskmourn here
Nightmare
is
bundle.
what
Yeah.
they're doing with the bundle. This echoes the Phyrexia bundle for me, except they're booster packing
Well, that's a good way to
bundle.
relate it.
Yes.
I think that's a good parallel for sure.
They have, and it stands to be seen if they continue this on, but they tested this, I think, with the All Will Be One bundle where you could get the lands and some of the oil treatments or whatever. But at this point, like, we're full booster packing on the bundle at this point, because these special cards here, you can see they've got the collector code for the commander set, but they are only found, to my knowledge, in these bundles.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
good
exactly.
cards too. I
Available
like the
only in the
cards.
Nightmare bundle. One of three. Every bundle is going to have one of three of the borderless promos, which is Dam, Exhume, or Cryptghast. And then you're also going to get one of three of the poster themed. They didn't have enough time at work the day they needed to name this treatment. They were like, I don't know, poster theme, ship it.
Yeah.
You can also get one of three movie poster theme cards, which Goryo's Vengeance, very playable. Living Death, great commander card if you got the right deck for it. And Archon of Cruelty is like the classic reanimator card right now, besides like Atraxa, I guess.
Yeah.
So, Jake, where do you think this lands? Where do you think this lands? I think that a good comp would be the bundle. I'll look up the.
I mean, like, let's
Phyrexia
think
bundle
about
while you
Lord of the
talk.
Rings bundle, right? You're getting the one ring and the 4 cards that kind of all go together.
Right.
And then Phyrexia All Will Be One is a really good one as well that you have. And man, I bought 2 of those bundles that
Did you
I
open
still
them?
have unopened, and I'm happy that I kept them sealed.
Wow.
I bought them for
$200 now.
$40 a piece. I paid for these.
Amazing.
And
pickup,
it's all
dude.
the oil slick lands.
Yep.
You could get those oil slick cards, but people love those oil slick basics, and those are a guarantee in there. So you're also getting stuff like the indestructible legends that came out of there, and you got the Atraxa, and there's other oil slick cards that you can pull that are good.
2 special foil mythic rares and 10 special foil lands. That is what drives this price. Wow.
Those 10 special foil lands, dude. Those oil slick basics. Like, let's look up an oil slick island just so that people can kind of see what we're working with here. Yeah, there we go. The oil slick raised foil. Wow. So you got cards that are good with the Mondrak in there. You got the freaking
Hellish Mom, Soulfoam,
yeah,
Obliterator. These are all 20 plus. Let's go. Low to high. Your cheapest, your worst hits are around $3, and then all your lands are like that.
They're all like fivers,
five each except for the swamp.
Look at swamp. In islands, probably the same as well, I would have to guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, those, knowing that you're gonna get, 10 basic lands in there that are going to be $5 and up, that's already something that's really cool. And then you also have a chance to pull these cool oil slick legends and stuff like that,
right?
And then you also have all the packs that are in there. So anyway,
these it's
and then
hard.
LTR, obviously you have a 1 ring that's guaranteed in there, which is really attractive for that one. I don't think that this actually comes close to either of these 2 products, but I may end up being wrong on that, but that's just my opinion, is that of the bundles that are hot shit, I would put Phyrexia and Lord of the Rings in front of the Duskmourn Nightmare bundle.
Yeah, the Nightmare bundle, I do like what they're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah, Goryo's has made kind of a comeback.
Exclusive things in a purchasable product, exclusive stuff that matters in a product that is sort of an ancillary, like optional sort of thing. They're trying to make that more relevant. Because I like the bundle. I mean, I liked it back in the day when they were called Fat Packs and they came with a novel with the story. So I've always been a fan of these. I don't know value-wise. 1 in 3 seems pretty low.
1 in 3 for what? Say it again.
Your quantity of hits here, the pool is low, which typically with MTG means the prices of these are going to be much lower. They're not going to be exclusive, but it also has to do with the quantity of bundles, because there's a bunch of packs per bundle, but there's only 1 of these 3 and 1 of these 3, and it's like, how many of these actually get opened? I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, I reckon there will be a lot of them. I mean, think about it. That's why, the Phyrexia one is so good, is you're getting generic lands, basics, when you're filling out your EDH deck, right? And you're like, I have room for 1 island and 2 swamps. Well, the Phyrexia bundle has you covered there. You can get your cool oil slick island and use 2 matching oil slick swamps, and then those are the basics in your Dimir deck or whatever.
Right.
I think that coupled with the fact that you can actually pull really good cards as well, and there's a big list, with Atraxa and Sulfim and all those cards. There's a big list of cards, so you got to open more of them in order to complete that list.
Exactly.
This is a very small list of cards, like you're saying. So, yeah, I think they'll be easy to acquire. I think there's going to be a bunch of people that probably open this product, and I don't really see the long-term kind of like what's going to really push this. I mean, we have some cards that look like they're out of a secret layer, and that's not a bad thing, but there isn't anything that speaks to me and is like, wow, gotta have that.
It is interesting, because you're right, that's a secret layer card as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And getting those, is this the most secret layery card that we've ever seen in a mainline product?
Yeah.
Gotta be, right? What's the wildest? I don't think there's been a wilder, more secret layery looking treatment in something that you could just go buy on the shelf.
Lord of the Rings,
the movie poster
that's
stuff.
just like the borderless ring with like the panoramic golem.
Right, but that just still feels like, that doesn't feel like a secret layer card to me. This feels like a secret layer card for sure. I mean, even like this one kind of does.
No, that one just looks like any borderless card these days. The Archon and the other two above it, Living Death and those all look like secret layer. Yeah. The templating is correct for Magic on the left.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it's the art. The art looks kind of different.
Yeah, it's kind of over the top.
Without
colors are good on it. I like the colors.
Yeah, it's all one artist, I'm noticing. On the left ones. Tim Jacobus. It really is like, dog, I'm kind of wondering if they had these secret layers ready to go and they were like, nah, we're gonna use those for the bundles. Cause like,
I mean, they very well may have.
Yeah. So that is one of the biggest differences collector wise for the Duskmourn set. Past that, I mean, you've got the Japanese showcase,
which we've talked about those.
Yeah, and that's like, those are going to be the top hits, right?
Yeah.
These ones.
Yeah.
Your double exposure textured foils and your Japanese in Japanese. Those are the rarest versions of these. But I guess, Jake, do you think that those prices are going to be ceilinged more than you would expect the most exclusive card in a set to be, because they're going to be in Japanese and people aren't going to English speaking players aren't going to desire them as much?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. If it's extremely rare, people will want it. If it's like very hard to get, they're going to want it.
Yeah, and people like Phyrexian text and stuff. I mean, not in English doesn't really necessarily do a ton of deterring nowadays.
I do really like the variants in this set, like the Tyvar and the Winter and the Wandering Rescuer that we're seeing, that are like these cool, like
double
essentially
exposure.
Yeah, the double exposure with like the two-tone, like you have two distinct colors on each card. I really like that. I think that looks cool. I think that people will want that. I'm wondering,
how do you like this one?
Where they're gonna fall compared to, for example, the textured race foils in Bloomborough that have been very popular. Meat Hook Massacre 2. I wish that they had put the in front and stayed congruent with the first card.
How do you feel about this frame?
It's something. It looks like it's right out of a board game or something. It looks like a completely different game.
It's weird to me.
It's kind of like Ghostbustery is the vibe.
Liberty Prime had one.
Low tech, high tech is kind of the vibe.
Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he did. No, he did not.
Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar had one. Thank you.
Caesar and Mothman.
How do I spell Kaiser? Fuck it. Mothman it is. There we go.
Yeah, that. Very much in the same vein as this. Yeah. Very similar.
Yeah, I mean, is that weird?
Yeah, it's pretty much, like if I had never played Magic, I would assume that these cards are from the same game, just based on this. The frame looks very, very similar.
Is that weird to anybody else?
It's sure that they just did some tweaks, I don't think they took the same thing, but it's very easy to see they're inspired by the same vibe.
Yeah, it's interesting that, I mean, if they were going to go this close, I wonder if the original plan was for Fallout to be around the same time. But it lining up with the show makes more sense, and I think that show's been in the plan way longer. I don't particularly like this frame. I didn't particularly like the Pip-Boy frame either. the Pip-Boy frame grew on me because I was very low on it, and it did grow on me. Thought I maybe had one right here I could show in hand, but I do not. And this one, I'm assuming it's going to grow on me, but it just, for a lot of it, man, it just falls back to the same problem that I've got with the set overall, which is the aesthetic is just such a weird mishmash for me that, like, this stuff, even this stuff, love all this stuff. This stuff, hate this stuff. Don't like this. Don't like that stuff. It's just not working for me for some reason. This stuff, we're in. Oh, hell yes. This, hell yes. And then we get to like a run of like, what is this guy wearing? What is this? I don't get the vibe here. What are we going for?
It's a good card. Yeah.
Oh, it's a good card. It's gonna get played.
I see. So you're saying it's just a little too all over the place kind of vibe?
And yeah.
It's like Toby, for example, in the middle of...
That is from a different thing. That looks like a different thing than...
So you have an issue kind of with like the art direction.
Bro, this looks so tight. Give me a whole set of this.
Yeah.
Give me a whole set of whatever's going on here. 13 Ghosts. House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
I can get down with this vibe.
You're saying. I kind of see what you're saying. It's like, if it's all going to be creepy, let's keep it all creepy. Let's not have people that are in there that are like, but I'm also having fun and I'm smiling and...
What is that?
You know, like...
Brother,
that's a guy. There's some guy.
Brother,
You just don't like this art?
Don't like it. Love this card. Holy shit, this card speaks to me. This card sings to me. This
is very much a Joel card.
This card proves that I have a type.
Yeah.
This card, we're definitely going to be intimate.
It's a good card.
But brother, card. What is this vibe? What is that headband? What is this? It's weird, man. No, man, don't do that. We're not shitting on art directors, man. This job has got to be hard as shit. This job has got to have 1,000 people all telling you to do 1,000 different things. We're not shitting on art directors. We're not shitting on any employees over there. And that's not me being a homer. That's just us being respectful. We can criticize respectfully. I'm sitting here going, ugh, to this person's work. Let's not attack them personally. And you didn't do bad. I'm just making an example of you. I love you.
Yeah.
This, so sick. I want more of this.
Yeah, so I think from what I'm, deducing based on what you're saying to me, is you have some stuff that's genuinely creepy, and then you have other stuff that's like, here's this one character that's just like having a lot of fun hanging with their buddy, kind of thing.
Why is this little kid with headphones in it?
Yeah.
I don't know that it was necessary to have that to differentiate it enough from like Innistrad, which is the challenge with this set. Why do we have why Duskmourn instead of Innistrad?
Yeah.
But you can see it. I can see it. The direction of the house, the direction of the monsters. And then what the it's just such like, oh my god, dude, this is the worst offender ever. This represents in one piece of art my problem. The back of this art, you've got me square in your sights. The foreground of this art, get the fuck out of here. What is this?
Yeah. Why does Dom say Master of Keys, please, even though Jake hates me? What? I don't know.
I think this piece perfectly represents why I'm having a weird cognitive dissonance with this set. I'm not hating it. I'm just like, what? I was in. And then this guy walked around the corner with a battle axe that's made of lasers. It was like, hey, Do you like my glasses?
Yeah, it's so weird. I agree with you now. And I'm not just agreeing with you to agree. I'm seeing it. I kind of see what you're saying here.
This?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
cool.
The Esper short? Yeah.
Joel, that monster's not going to be on there on some cards, actually. What?
Yeah.
This has variants without the monster?
I kind of see it.
Oh, this does have variants. Oh, wow. I was not aware that they were doing this. Chat, we're talking about collecting. Here you go. Well, this is funny. Can't make the video like I just made with this set because that'll be obnoxious. But there's DSK 20. I don't mind stuff like this. This is common. This is Magic has done this forever. Had slightly different arts or completely different arts on the same card in the same set. That's common. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
I just didn't know they were doing it for this, but that's cool.
It's very creepy in the background. I love that shit.
Yeah, man, this looks tight.
Yeah, that's like a special thing.
Bro. Huh? Saved by the Bell? Is this guy calling
the
Mr.
Stranger
Belding?
Things influence. Yeah. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that earlier. I do see it. It's like kind of like a forced 80s outfit where like that guy might have made more sense to not be wearing like an 80s jacket, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like this looks like Ravnica almost to me, except she's got a Pip-Boy on. I don't know. It's just the I have a very complicated answer to what do I think of this set. Some of it,
Grab the Prize is so sexy.
Some of it, yeah, I mean.
Oh, and there's the thing from Star Wars.
Yeah, dude.
What's it called?
Last Jedi. There's a Porg.
No, the new one. The
Oh, Rise of the Skywalkers.
Something else.
Oh, Andor.
No, it's a new Star Wars game. It's her companion. It's that thing.
Oh, Outlaws? Bounty Hunters?
Yeah.
What's the new
Star
Ubisoft?
Wars Outlaws.
What's the new Ubisoft joint that
Ubisoft
just
game.
came out?
Yeah. I watched a couple of videos of that, by the way, of like the gameplay, and my goodness gracious.
That's not a loop I was interested in. The Warhammer thing that you bought? I'm interested in that one. I'll try that, and if I play it a lot, I'll definitely kick you half the cost of that game. But no,
I don't plan to.
I like Star Wars as much as the next guy, but
you can run through the whole game and punching everybody and win. Everybody takes too long to aggro, and so it's like you could just run through and kill everyone.
Rakdos.
I do see what you're saying though. Yeah.
Like honestly,
I like that they put a nod to Annabelle. That's cool.
This isn't that bad. This I kind of like. This to me has
Feels
this
like magic
vibe
here.
of like, yeah, this vibe. This guy has like pieced together his outfit with some of the wild shit that comes through Duskmourn, because it's an Omen Path connectivity, I would guess. I'm not sure. I haven't been following the lore, but I'm assuming Omen Paths go here. That's why we went here. And this guy looks like he's been surviving for a long time, piecing together what he defeats, putting some stuff on, being like, nice, pauldrons now. I'm good to go. I got my hoodie, I got my jacket, I got my knee pads. You know, it's a mixture of influences.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a cool card that gets better.
I need to read the lore here because this is one I actually feel like if I understand it, where they were going lore wise, then maybe I will be able to decide whether I love this or hate this set, because it's so weird to have I don't even know how to put this in words. It's so weird to have a set where I almost need to go read the story, especially nowadays. You almost have to go read the story of Duskmourn to understand what the hell is going on and how this set has any cohesion or like how it makes sense at all. I don't know. This one's a weird one for me, man. This one's a weird one for me.
Yeah. Let's for a second, because I do think we've dove in enough on the art and the direction there.
You're right.
I think let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the price point of a collector box, and we can kind of like go go from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That was her
Let's see
nickname
what-
too, Clammy Brother.
Oh yeah. Her name was Janny.
Duskmourn.
We called her Clammy.
Oh Janny, oh Clammy Janny.
Yeah.
Booster display of collectors of Duskmourn, 228.
So currently 228 on this.
Down
We've seen a
10%-ish.
dip in price.
Mm-hmm.
Worth noting, this product doesn't have anything serialized in it. Last couple products haven't. Joel and I are going to do a video talking about serialized cards soonish. We're going to probably talk about how sets have been moving a little bit away from that. Last time we saw serialized cards, it was on the 3 Eldrazi Titans in Modern Horizons 3. Really nice for them to dial that back. Serialized cards are going to be rare. So
Your chases in this set, your rare, quote unquote, rare cards in this set, your absolute rarest card is a Fracture foiled Japanese showcase card in Japanese. That's a 0.3%.
yeah.
Your next rarest is the Fracture foiled Japanese showcase card in English. So you're gonna have about a 1% chance to pull a Fracture foil Japanese showcase card in either English or Japanese, and you're gonna have a 1% chance to pull a textured foil double exposure mythic rare. There's 5 of those and 10 of the fractured foils. Those are the black and red ones. Here. These are the double exposure textured foil cards. These are the double exposure cards. So, those are going to be your rarest, maximum rarest hits. 1% chance to hit a card from a pool of 5, Jake, and then a 1% chance to hit a card from a pool of 20. Well, ish.
So fractured foil is really, really what we're going for. I will say a lot of people were low on the anime raised foils that came out of Bloomborough, and those, honestly, no surprise, have ended up being really desirable. They're cute woodland critters, and that's the big chase variant in the set.
They have been.
I'm not really seeing anything in this set that is screaming to me like go out and buy. Which, you know, it is what it is there. Yeah, dude, there were people that were saying these are going to be $40 each.
In the 1 month, I have been watching these because I'm still in the market for, and this is me saying it here on stream, I still am in the market for a raised foil Lumra. If anyone's got a raised foil Lumra and would like to trade with me, please reach out. I've been watching this card in particular, and sort of by proxy the rest of this set within a set. These have, over the last month-ish, all dipped about 10%. The top ones. I haven't watched the lower ones. But your biggest hit being Bumbleflower. Even this one, you can see in the 3 month, exploded. Up 100%. But in the 1 month, it has pulled back a little bit. So
has Bloomborough even been out 3 months? What's the 6 month look like on that? Did it start around 150s?
No, it's not even been out 2 months yet. 7/21 is our earliest.
Yeah.
So July,
but you can
August,
see people
September.
coming out in droves for the ones that they want. Like,
oh right, absolutely. Well, it's Bumbleflower, it's Jace, it's Chatterfang. I mean, you know, got
Lily in there of the Dark Realms.
Right.
I mean, even the one that I pulled, Clement, has ended up being, you know, like $60, and originally on Card Kingdom, it was a card that was, you know, pre-selling for $8. So I think, you know, these are things that were, you know, kind of slept on a little bit. But yeah, when you look at the 1 month, they are trending down. Yeah.
Right now, but that's going to be natural. And then your question of how long has this been out is super relevant, because they will start to trend back up. People are still opening Bloomborough a lot. I was tweeting about this. I was just trying to put together this whole set in 2 days, and everywhere we went to Dragon Con as a way of finding some of the cards, and so many vendors we went to were like, oh, we can't keep Bloomborough on the shelf. We didn't even bring it to the con, or we're already sold out of everything we brought.
Wow.
You can go to our store locally if you want some more. Bloomborough's flying off the shelves. So people are still buying this a lot. People are still opening this a lot. I am sure that these will regain price, but you know, it'll be the ones, right? It's the ones that end up holding on the longest. If
Sure.
Bellow, if Bumbleflower, Balin, if these stay, Chatterfang, obviously a top commander choice already. If these rise in the commander ranks, you know, even any of these, you'll see some of those prices go up, but potentially these kind of drop, settle, and then do the thing where over time they crawl back just because they're scarce now, you know?
So looking at Duskmourn then, what are like the top cards as far as money goes? I know that it's weird to kind of look at pre-sale prices because it's like this, you know, thing that's absolutely going to change, and we recognize that those pre-sale prices always change rapidly as soon as the set comes out. It's like a race to the bottom, and then the stuff that's actually good will go up in price. So like that $350 for that Valgavoth.
That's our showcase textured. It is as rare as a fracture foil, which I don't believe. Is this the fracture foil?
Oof, no, I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing
foil.
even pre-sale prices that suggest that I would want to jump in and buy collector boxes of this stuff. Like, you want to have something that really points toward a nice spread.
Well, they don't have a lot of the pre-sales even listed yet because we're still in previews. Like, we don't even have, this is hard to look at and draw anything from, to be completely honest, because the fractured foils aren't even on here. And so your rarest 5 cards only have one representation in this page that we're looking at, and our other rare set of 10 cards, also as rare, have 0 representation. So as far as your top hits, that I don't know stats, can I combine those and say you have a 2% chance to pull something sick? I don't know how statistics work. I'm not that smart.
In English, in Japanese.
Yeah, so you got a 1% chance to get a fracture foil, you got a 1% chance to get a texture foil. Then you got special guests in rare, in foil.
I think Dom would maybe be able to pull him. He's got the touch.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've got the luck.
Overall, this set is a little pushed feeling, for sure. Way more push than Bloomborough. Bloomborough was pretty low
I really
power,
like the
honestly.
lands in it.
Yeah.
We always talk about land slot, and the land slot in the set is actually really good, which is important because that's the kind of stuff that in theory you should be at least, you know, I didn't get anything off the top list, but I did get a good assortment of lands. I do think that these lands are actually quite playable.
Oh, very playable. Yeah. I'm not a Spike, so we'll see if they actually. God, these showcases look so sick. These are some sick looking lands in showcase, dude. Holy crap! And borderless, whatever this is called.
Yeah, they are cool.
Those are cool. Really sick. I love the door aesthetic. Like, why not lean into this more? A good rare land cycle does mean a lot for a set, especially a set's longevity.
It does.
I'm hoping that once we see the set at large, that we are mainly leaned on like this aesthetic here, and we are less leaned on like this aesthetic here. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
gonna have to get this one, and this one doesn't look any better.
That one reminds me a lot of Karlov Manor. And I did not like that one variant in Karlov Manor.
Yeah, I just don't know what happened there.
Yeah. So just looking at this set, the aesthetic is kind of all over the place.
For sure.
And the collector box for me, I know that there's going to be some people that are like, well, you know, you got to look at the EV of the box, and it's honestly useless to do an EV right out the gate, because by the time the majority of people get the product in hand, you're going to have all of these prices of cards cut in half for most of them. And then 2 weeks after that, all of those prices will be cut in half as well. And you're going to have a great falling out of whatever is worth things. And you're going to have some cards that are surprisingly good that do go up in price as people start to feel them out. We were talking about Arena of Glory earlier, a $1 card when MH3 came out, and then Arena of Glory is now a $6 or $7 card. It takes time for people to kind of sort out what is good and what isn't, what's going to play. And that's how the community kind of works as a whole, like an algorithm to, dissect sets and figure out what the cards are. But yeah, as far as like reporting on an EV or like, is it worth it to buy a box of this? For me right now, there's just nothing really that speaks out to me as being like, oh yeah, I definitely need to jump in Duskmourn. I think it's fine. I think it's a cool set. I'm not hating on it, but
I think it's got, honestly, I think it's got better longevity. Oof, I'm not considering cute tax. I think it's got better longevity than a set like Bloomburrow as far as a collector product goes, sealed, sitting on your shelf. If you want to go that route, because of the rare land cycle specifically.
Yeah,
that's always going to be in there to open and base and showcase, and that's always going to, not in the short term, because short term you're looking at, cards that are probably pre-selling for like 15s. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
15, 14. Oh wow, see, the border lists are even only around
land
14,
cycle is
15.
nice. Yeah,
but those are going to go down short term, but they'll hold value long term. And I do think that there will end up being quite a few pushed pieces in here, because it seems like that was a route that they wanted to take with this. Just looking at, creatures that have the effects of some classic enchantments, then die and then come back, and they're still giving you that effect. They obviously try to push this set a little bit, finish off strong. Kind of got OGL Drain vibes as far as like,
I could see that a little bit.
The power level.
Yeah.
Out of the gate, it's clear that, oh, nice. Yeah, this set has got some push pieces, but it might not even become the most clear to us until, 6 months down the road. Sure. Exactly how pushed it was, or exactly how pushed some of the pieces were.
Yeah.
Which, Eldraine to this day, OG Eldraine, we still feel the ripples of some of those cards to this very day. I mean, just Kenrith and Hinge, just to name a few. And so,
sure.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting that vibe from this set. Like, this set's got some longevity, more longevity than a set like even Bloomburrow, OTJ.
It has some good cards in it, that's for sure. Like Meat Hook Massacre 2 is an extremely powerful card. It's drawing off the lore and the appeal of the original Meat Hook. People are like, oh, you got the second Meat Hook in this set. So yeah, there's definitely things that are going to be pushed. It just really comes down to, a lot of things are pushed these days because there's so many sets that come out. You got to have something in those sets to actually put them over the edge. And so I do feel like Duskmourn is probably going to do that. Also, there's been a lot of chirping as far as like, is this new way of doing standard going to be, a good thing for the game, or is standard just going to be, extremely powerful as well? If you have a ton of sets in standard, then a lot of the format, in my opinion, is going to be kind of like solved shortly after a set comes out, or like if there's only so many sets to, okay, like say your deck after Bloomburrow is extremely strong, right? Because you have so many sets to pull from. Now Duskmourn comes out, maybe a couple cards get replaced in your deck, but your deck isn't going to change that much because it's pulling from so many different sets and the rotation is so long. I don't know how that's going to shake out because it's still so fresh.
Do you got a price in mind you want to pay for this bundle with these special premium cards? It's been as low as 75.
120.
And right now it's at 120. Yep, that's your low right now. 120.
Yeah.
That feels very like pre-order hypey to me right now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm ready to eat my words on that one. Let's see what the Phyrexian bundle did Phyrexia bundle. All will be one complete bundle. Is that what
Complete.
it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been around longer than this, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. I think I said earlier that I paid 45 each for those. I might have paid like 60 each. I would have to look. It really comes down to what they debuted at. They might have even debuted at 80 a piece.
Complete bundle. Yeah, $80.
Yeah, they did. They did debut at 80 a piece. That's right.
Hey, shout
So I
out
would have
MTG
paid 80
Stocks.
for mine.
By the way, sponsor of the channel. That's exactly why we love MTG Stocks, because they got it all the way back to the beginning. Whereas
So I would have paid 80 for both of them because I got them right when they came out.
I think 80 would be a good price for these. 80 feels right. Honestly, if it's just really going to depend on how rare those cards actually are.
Is that the only bundle, or do they have a different bundle?
You've got a standard bundle.
You got the
as
normal
well.
bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So if that's 40 to 50, this one is 80 to 90. I could see it. And then collector booster. Is there a price that you like the collector booster at?
I like the collector booster sub 200. This is kind of up
this
there
hits
for me for
$199?
something that doesn't have serialized or any of that, but I do think that the cards are better in it than say like a Dominaria, for example, where I'm like buying Dominaria trying to pull a Legends card and then most of the shit in the set is just junk and
Seriously.
useless.
We had a poll. Feelings about Duskmourn. The 4 choices: hyped, looks sweet, looks fine, and opposite of hyped. 35% said looks sweet, 30% said hyped, and 26% said looks fine. So mostly very positive on Duskmourn in the community. 332 vote. 332
Yeah, thank you for
votes.
participating in that poll. Lance says it feels dusky. That's right, Lance. When are you going to be starting your openings over there?
Nick said paid 75 on your pre-order. Nice.
Talking about the
Bundle. I like
think
that.
he's talking about the Phyrexia bundle there.
Oh, I see.
Starting on Monday. All right. If anybody's trying to get a good look at the set, make sure that you're subscribed to Rip and Ship over there. Lance is going to be opening a ton of packs, I'm sure. Whenever a new set comes out, it is all hands on deck over there, and there's a lot of openings. So if you want to get a good look at it, I would go over there.
Lance is actually working on surpassing ab fingers and going all the way to more fingers.
Yeah, that's the word on the street, is that Lance's fingers now have fingers. It's pretty crazy.
5 fingers each, resulting in 2 things. 25 little fingers, 5 regular fingers.
Yeah.
And nightmares. Just nightmarish interactions with that man.
If we ever got a card called Lance's Hands, and it is what we describe his hands to be, that needs to be in Duskmourn.
It would be a Duskmourn card. That would fit the
100%.
vibe well, as far as I'm
Perfectly.
concerned.
Yeah. Just think of how many packs I could open.
I'm nervous about my duels arriving in good condition on time.
Well, I'll tell you this, Joel. They're not going to be arriving in good condition.
In the expected condition. I'm happy with the expected condition arrival.
Okay. All right, fair.
What are our dates on Duskmourn? Duskmourn dates to know. Previews are done on the 13th, which is Friday.
Lance says if I put some mint in the package, they'd be near mint. Oh my God, there you go.
See if there's... Oh yeah, did I play my Lumra deck on stream, y'all? My Brawl Lumra deck? Have I played that on stream?
I do not know if you have.
Key dates for Duskmourn. Excuse me. Oh, weird. The pre-release is September 20th. And the tabletop release is the 27th, a week later. The Nightmare Bundle doesn't release until October 18th.
Gotcha.
And then MagicCon Vegas is 25, 26, 27. Pre-release September 20th. Previews are done Friday. So pre-release is next Friday. A week from this Friday is pre-release. And then 2 weeks from Friday is the release. Damn, dude. Have y'all noticed how quickly Magic the Gathering sets come out?
I'll tell you, dude.
Has anybody? The pre-release is November 8th for Foundations. Oh my god, dude. Special bundles are always late. Said Rip.
Jeez, the Lord of the Rings special edition boxes are seriously at around $900. That is just crazy to me. I'm pretty sure those were on a what we'd buy at one point, talking about getting them at like 300 a box or something. Those really took off. Like, that's one example of serialized being a good thing. Yep. Like that, like people really, really like that product.
They did.
Lance,
well.
are you ever able to keep that product in? I imagine it flies off the shelves whenever you get it.
I was going to play a quick game of Arena to wrap this up, but I feel like this is a good place to end. They have revealed a few of the Commander cards. The rest of the shit's not revealed until like tomorrow, I think, or Friday maybe even. But got some interesting cards, a couple singles we can look at here in our last like 5-10 minutes. This is the one, Jake, that Dom mentioned.
Master of Keys enters, put X/1/1 counters on it and mill twice X cards. Each enchantment card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost. Oh, Dom, you would like this card. Jesus.
It does seem like a Dom card.
Oh my god, this is the most scumbag card from the set. The enchantment cards in your graveyard have escape. Escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. I mean, that's extremely strong. Being able to be like, you know what, I'll get rid of my removal I've already used, and then I'm going to get back, you know, Rhystic Study or something like that.
Irrelevant lands. You're milling.
It's pretty good.
I mean, if you're casting this for 6, it's a 6/6 flyer, and you mill 6 cards.
The fact that it comes out as a big beefy flyer is extremely good, and it scales with the game. I mean, like, I actually, you know, if people want to play Esper, I don't hate on them or anything. It's part of the game. People can play Esper. But yeah, I mean, it's a very strong card. It's the colors that make it super strong.
I like a commander with X in it because you can get kind of weird with it. It's interesting having a commander that you could cast for like 6, 7 the first time, but then the second time cast it for 5.
Yeah. BuzzFuzz, what's the card that you just linked? What's the card that we can look it up here? Buzz
said he linked one in the spoiler section of our Discord. Chat, if you're not in our Discord, you definitely should be. Oh yeah, dude. I saw this card earlier today and I too went, this is a Jake card for sure.
It's not the Sid toy, is it?
Iffy posting considerably inappropriate things.
Oh, that was close there.
Oh, it popped up on stream. It was just a lady in a bikini. It's not a big deal.
Oh, it was a bikini? It looked like no pants.
No, I think it was a lady in a bikini, but
all right.
Twitter can be suspect.
Anything can happen over there.
I thought that Lord of Pain was going to come up when I searched it. There we go.
Menace. Your opponents can't gain life. Okay. Whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to that spell's mana value. Okay, so it's like Karavik Light. It's very much like a it's essentially like a baby Karavik.
Yeah, that's how I thought of it. I was like, I bet there's a spot in the Karavik deck for Karavik Mini.
Yeah.
Because it just
honestly, you know, it's like it's almost more attractive than Karavik, right? Because Karavik costs more to get out and essentially does this.
Can't gain life is a very powerful line of text too, dude. And it's only opponents.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I've built so much Rakdos shit that I just don't even want to build it, even though I think it's a cool card.
I feel you, man. That's how I feel about graveyard decks now. My mind goes, oh my god, don't build another graveyard deck. My body's telling me yes. But
right.
My head is like, dude, don't do it. You have too many. Just build something else. Try Enchantress. And I'm like, I did that. I leaned into a form of the archetype I hated.
It is in between Vile Smasher and Karavik. I can definitely see that.
Other enchantment creatures you control have flying. Whenever you attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking that player.
Okay. It's kind of cool.
Whenever Fear of Sleep Paralysis or another enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, tap up to one target. So like just walking through your house, you can play this. Tap up to one target creature and put a stun counter on it. Stun counters can't be removed from permanents your opponents control.
So you could build this in such a way where you don't have to worry about the unlock a room thing.
Bro, yeah, ignore this shit. I'm talking about dog.
Another enchantment you control enters and tap up the one. Oh my god. Very good. Wow.
You know what this deck, bro? I've got a brawl deck that's the Acid Deep Dwelling, and all the I have every creature in the deck that's on the program that says return target permanent to its owner's hand, so I can just repeatedly attack with my creatures, EOT, bounce them, return their stuff to their hand, and pass. And but you know, just a nice fun scumbag strategy here with the Acid Deep Dwelling as your commander. I mean, whenever it ETBs, just blink this repeatedly, dude.
Well, here's the thing. If your commander's mono blue, I really don't hate on monocolor. It's when you start to like combine it with all of the best spells from, you know, black and white and blue, then we're in trouble.
Or you run this as your commander, which lets you just, for 3 mana, over and over and over, blink your Fear of Sleep Paralysis. Stun counters everywhere. Stun counters can't be removed. I mean, it's not as bad as Agent of Treachery. If we're talking about a high mana cost creature that is scumbag strat, it's not as bad as Agent, but it's also 1 mana cheaper. Brutal card. Oh, nice. A Miracle. Return all artifacts and enchantments from the graveyard to the battlefield. I like this card a lot, actually. That's kind of cool. Oh, wow. Here's the seed card for that demon deck. The Warhammer Demon Commander. You got to get this card for that. Each spell you cast, it's a... Man, I love these multi-creature type kindred cards. Look at these kind of cards. Any time a demon, horror, or nightmare deck comes into the mind's eye of the community, this is the kind of card that will pop randomly. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it is less than its mana value, target opponent loses life equal to the difference. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. So if you can cheat spells out with like, I mean, it makes sense that this is a vintage card, because if you can cheat spells out for free or for life, your opponents take damage. So if it's a free spell, it's a 3 mana spell, and you cast it for free, the opponent is going to take 3 in addition to everything else, because Ancient Cellar Spawn is going to shoot him. Or not itself, but it's going to cause that spell to do extra damage. Force of Will. Yeah, man. Ancient Cellar Spawn in a Force of Will deck. Yeah, hell yeah. 5 damage. Counter target spell. Deal 5 damage. For no mana.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Ugh. That's a cool design. I like this card.
So like, for example, Dismember, right?
Yeah.
If we're paying life.
Correct. They would take 2. If you reduce
Blasphemous Act.
That the most. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. Better be careful. I almost opened Twitter again, hon.
Yeah, don't open Twitter.
Don't open Twitter.
Whatever you do.
Oh yeah, I like that, Jake. That's a good point.
That was
out.
chat.
Oh well, thank you, chat. Good point out. We'll be
Yeah,
tweeting.
that was chat.
We'll be tweeting.
If you're gonna
that
do a
shortly.
tweet, that was chat.
Chat. There's a lot of interesting things with Duskmourn. I think this one is kind of sneaking here towards the end. Everybody's a little fatigued by the year, but
we didn't really get into any numbers on Duskmourn Collector. We really just kind of talked about it as far as like our aesthetic thoughts. It felt to me a lot like almost like a secret layer review. Like we did talk about the price of the products themselves.
Well, and the pull rates of some of the rarest pieces that will really drive the value. Is your lotto tickets are what's going to really keep that value high.
But you had an interesting point that there's probably going to be some stuff in here that ends up being kind of like a sleeper, you know, cards that people, you know, just aren't really realizing are going to be hot stuff. For example, the one red black Rakdos rare that you don't like the art on it, but the card itself is a beaut, right? It's like, what a cool 2-drop.
2 mana haster, yeah, good play.
Yeah, very, very interesting card, definitely worth exploring. And so, you know, every time a set comes out, unpopular sets will sometimes have sleepers in them, and then if people don't buy them a lot, those sets go up in price just because of, you know, how powerful the cards are and the lack of desirability. Eldritch Moon, for example, comes to mind, and Shadows over Innistrad. Those sets were generally looked over because they came on the heels of Battle for Zendikar and Kaladesh and Amonkhet, which all had these treasure cards in them. So when Shadows over Innistrad came out and Eldritch Moon came out, there were no treasure cards to chase after.
Right.
However, those sets ended up having pretty expensive cards because they were kind of passed over. So.
Yep. We'll see where it all falls out.
Good example too. Yeah.
Chat, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. That is going to bring an end to the Jake and Joel Magic Show here on Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. We hope everyone had a great time. Please leave your feedback in the comments. Make sure to grab your code from the check.
Until next time, chat.
Until next time,
we'll see you on the flippity.
Love you, bye. Love you, mean it. Catch you later.
Shout out to our Stream Monarch.
Palumbo 06, all hail.
Palumbo 06, Stream Monarch, all hail.